sounds so exotic. I was just a murderer.
Like a pin piston to my business. Guns full of big clips, dust them from a distance. Finish Ralphie J on the stadium exclusive. That be ancient as the ruins, probably dead stocks in. Scarface was up in Houston with his mind, playing tricks on them wristwatches, blatantly intrusive. Feel like anything within the proximity of vision. Blink, blah, like a comic strip. When my diamonds hit, put the full clip for your noggin is. Pop all kind of clips, taco kind of shit. Peeling on you suckers, death dealer, motherfucker, look.
Pull up in a black lag, said I got a few things for the rap pack. Better duck when the thing go black, black. Stick sound like a string full of black cats. Get down, everybody on the floor now.
Fuck! I told that bitch don't fucking call me.
I roll up in a black lag, said I got a few things for the rap pack. Better duck when the thing go black, black. Stick sound like a string full of black cats. Get down, everybody on the floor now. All the money gotta show now. Put a bullet in the body, and nobody gotta know now. No witnesses when I hit the lick. I'm so with the shit, we gon' hit the whip when they flip a bitch. Get the bricks and then flip them quick. I do dirt cause I live in the mud. Y'all finesse the plug, I finish the plug. Bah. Hoes get down in my drug spot. Fuck around, I might bust shots. I've been up for 3 days now, my eyes bloodshot. Yeah, I get the whipping and bubble. I go to flipping and double. Yeah, bitches don't give me no trouble. I got a stick and a shovel.
Today, but I didn't have any money.
Twist up a wood, sipping good, now we piped up. Bitch wanna throw him my way, she get piped up. Glock in the stash for the cash, yeah, the pipe buzz. They ain't like us, bitch, we piped up.
Pipe up, bitch, pipe down, this is my town. Ain't nobody fucking with the king, this is my crown. If you looking for a title shot, it's gonna be 5 rounds. I ain't talking about up in the ring, I'm talking 5 rounds. Bow, 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 bow. Now he lying down, 40 got him ironed out. What the fuck you crying about? If the plug pull up with that exclusive, then we buy him out. Shorty pulling up in something sporty, then we ride now.
Rollie, I bust down, yo bitch, I bust down. In the bank dancing like I scored a fucking touchdown. Hunts on, bitch, I transform when the sun's down. Loose lips, got me in your mix like what's up now. Fuck that, through your window like I'm man. Keys to your safe round now, where them funds at? Tug straps, got the trunk looking like a gun rack. Cat sound like tractors starting like your fucking pump flat.
Pump, put your head where your pump's at.
Big barrel pointed at your top like a dunce cat.
Where your guns at? Fuck around and let them guns clap.
Keep a 40 in my dirty stacks up in a lunch bag, huh?
Creep it up slow with no clue what I'm doing, cause creep it up slow with no clue what I'm doing, cause creep it up slow with no clue what I'm doing, cause killers and dealers go with the capillars, we're spilling it, reeling 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 it,
wristwatch looking like the skyline on Krypton. Big lock, hit your body, knock a couple ribs off. Chevy candy painted like I hit it with some lip gloss. Trunk wide swinging like Nicki on a pit boss.
Get your shit tossed from your bitch crib. Call you while I'm fucking talking about what this dick did. Baby girl addicted, she be off prescription. Ain't no silverware up in the kitchen, and the TV missing.
Fingers rip the paper cause the grain's sticky. I'm a knucklehead baby, plus the team shifty. Only dumb motherfuckers wanna swing with me. Put paws on the bitch like Eve's titties.
Yeah, Smith & Wesson get protection if the bitch is stressing. Go on, get the weapon then. Go on, homie, bless him then. Caught up in the system, you a con and you flexing cause you gone. Take an L before you gone, take a cent.
Want my chopper let loose like a motherfucker's face off.
So much powder flowing through the kitchen on the cake boss.
Dome in the backseat, puffing on a straight chop.
At your wake tossed with a model bitch like Kate Moss.
It's coming through, get out of my fucking way, Trace me. It's coming through, get out of my fucking way, Trace me. It's coming through, get out of my fucking way, Trace me. It's coming through, get out of my fucking way.
Twist up a wood, sipping good, now we piped up. Bitch wanna throw him my way, she get piped up. Glock in the the stash for the cash, yeah, the pipe buzz. They ain't like us, bitch, we piped up. Twist up a wood, sipping good, now we piped up. Bitch wanna throw 'em my way, she get piped up. Glock in the stash for the cash, yeah, the pipe buzz. They ain't like us, bitch, we piped up.
What's up? What's good? Dirtbag Dan Show. Yeah. Yo, where's the motherfucking? I can't find the mouse. There's the mouse. I found the mouse. Then I paused it.
Danger pause
About
mouse.
to premiere some content.
What's up, guys? It's the Dirtbag Dan Show. We out
up,
here.
fuckers?
It's your motherfucking
What's up, you
boy.
fiends?
You little fucking shitheads.
Can you believe that I couldn't function to do a podcast on Monday?
How you feeling, better? You feeling better?
I was just fucking.
You were getting even with me.
Being a little shithead.
Pariah called. I was like, I got strep throat. I can't do it.
I was like, show me the antibiotics.
I did.
No, I got strep throat.
Oh fuck! So good.
Pariah, the
All right.
strep throat god.
Yeah, I was tired.
Pixie.
I was emotionally and physically exhausted. Pixie, the studio looks great. Thanks for cleaning up in here. Looks awesome.
Clean ass.
Hasn't been
studio.
this clean in I can't remember, probably since we moved in. Mandrew hit me up after the podcast. Mandrew's got a battle. He
What?
wants to run his bars, and he hit me today, but I was fucking asleep. And then I woke up to fucking Ronnie and No Shame calling me like I run UBR or some shit. Shouts out to all the homies that are battling at UBR. Ryan's out
Yep.
there.
Yep. Ryan Killen.
Shout out to
No
my
Shame
boy
versus
Ryan.
9,
Shout out
I think.
Ryan.
Yo,
Yes,
repping
no
for the murderverse out there, B.
Yes.
You raggedy bitch.
Raggedy fucking bitch.
Big bots crew in effect out there. So shouts out to all of them. And then but what I was saying is Mandrew's gonna call after the show and I'll put him on speaker and he can run bars for the guys.
Yo.
And we can
Dope,
kind of
dope.
give you some
Expect
advice.
all sorts of.
we about to fucking break down, give you all the secrets and keys. Oh, what's up? Look, Ryan's in here. How you doing? What's
Hey,
What's
boy.
up,
You
boy?
ready for your
What's
battle?
up, you raggedy bitch?
You raggedy
Ready for your battle?
bitch.
Aloha out there in Burkik. Do it and do a thing.
Both you and No
Shout out
Shame.
to
Good
EK
luck.
Choice
Kill
of
that
accessory
shit.
tonight. Yeah,
Yo.
shout out to the fucking to
What's
this
up?
beautiful. What is that? A shawl?
This
No,
is
it's a
my
scarf.
this is my stressed out soccer
Looking like
mom
Johnny
aesthetic.
Depp over here and
This
shit.
is my stressed out soccer mom aesthetic. I'm like, yo, you little bitches, get in the fucking car. You fucking Capri Sun addicted little shits.
I love how
It's
he
not
says
pink.
little-
It's salmon.
I look how he
yeah,
says
it's salmon.
He says Capri Sun.
You little Capri Sun.
It's
Little
like
Capri Sun.
it's like when Cody said on that video for the battles. He's all Britannia arms. He said it all
Arms.
weird and shit like a Viking. Oh,
Britannia
hella funny.
arms.
Hella fucking funny. So guys, we're gonna recap the battles from this weekend.
Dope.
But first, we have Tantrum and Pariah here.
What's up, you raggedy
boys.
bitches?
We
up,
we
boys?
actually premiered a video for you guys that I did a couple weeks ago called
Facts.
Villain, off of your guys' new project. What's it called again?
It's
Exit Wounds.
Exit Wounds.
Exit Wounds.
Exit Wounds out
Yeah.
now. So definitely
on
check
all
that
platforms.
out.
We got it on iTunes and Spotify,
Title.
Bandcamp,
Just
and all
get on-
that good
it
shit.
just got on title recently.
Yeah.
You get that email, you're like, oh, we on title now.
That
Great.
Jay-Z,
Shit's
we got
official.
Jay
We're still
Zancey
waiting to
money.
be on Google Play.
That one takes
Eventually,
the longest.
yeah,
it just
that's
takes the
right.
longest.
Yeah.
It's dumb. I swear to God, I got like an email like a month ago that told me that Death Dealers 1 was on Google Play. Like all of like
We made it.
I was like, all right, cool. But
Mama.
Death Dealers 2 has been out for like 2 months, so eventually I'll get an email saying that one's on there.
Oh, that's
Damn, we
good
gotta
to
wait
know. I
like a
didn't
year
know
and
that.
shit.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever.
And
It's
all
dumb.
all that distro.
But
kid.
yeah,
But
we're real
shout-
proud of it.
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say shouts to Dan for doing that villain video,
Yeah.
and hence why I'm wearing this little Joker mask over here
Yeah.
in celebration
Commemorate.
of the villain.
It's
villain
an
shit.
homage.
Commemorate.
If you
And-
wore that
and-
shit,
and also an homage to the new Joker movie that just came out.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say if you wore that to the new Joker movie,
I would
you're
get
gonna,
shot.
yeah, they're
You.
gonna, the
I would get
police
shot.
are gonna.
You would have been not allowed to
accost
see
Shouts
it.
out, shouts
Yeah.
out to
Yeah.
Tantrum being a better Joker than Jared Leto.
Everyone's a better joke than Jared.
No,
Leto.
no, I can't say that because
He's like the hot
listen,
topic Cholo Joker, bro.
Hold
Fuck
on.
that.
Let me keep it real
That's
with
so
y'all, man. I
serious,
can't
fool.
say that because WB fucked that whole shit up, man. Like a lot of the shit that Jared Leto did went onto the cutting room floor, and that was because of WB. So fuck WB for that bullshit.
Okay,
WB too, then.
I'm like, I understand the whole like Zack Snyder like fans that are like, we didn't get to see Zack Snyder's real vision of the whole DC thing, and it was gonna move towards injustice and all that.
Yeah.
But like, why the fuck you gotta make Batman and Superman all dark. Like,
Why not?
Like, why? Because I mean, like,
Why not?
I just did. I mean, like, it just seemed like a weird way to go.
I feel like
and B,
think some movies
with
could
the
be
Jared Leto Joker shit, like he was method acting, right? Like on the
Yeah.
set and like pissing people off.
I
Like,
read
fools
all-
were
Yeah.
mad
Yeah,
about
he,
it.
what was the
Fools were like-
animal he slapped
He
down?
threw a dead pig.
Yeah,
on
it's a
him.
dead fucking
But the
pig,
thing is
dude.
like
and no one else was feeling it. Like
anybody, like most of the time when like so Heath Ledger did the same shit, method acting, but like everyone was like, oh, it's crazy to work with him. He's
Right.
amazing. And then like posthumously he gets an award. And then Jared Leto tried to do the same shit and was just a dickhead doing it.
Yeah.
And then I think Joaquin Phoenix did not do like method acting, was just like, you know, got into the role. And I hear a lot of people, I have not seen the movie yet.
Wow.
I hear a lot of people talking shit about it. One of them being Avocado. Avocado was like, he's like, it has no context. It's just like guy gets bullied
I
and then
agree.
murders people. And I'm like,
I wasn't feeling it as much as a lot of other people were. I think there's a big divide. My biggest critique of it is like there was no criminal mastermindery. There was like Joaquin Phoenix didn't come across as like a crazy intellectual crime boss esque element that Heath Ledger had. He had that like kind of diabolical.
A plus
genius.
wanted to know if you're still sick, Pariah, but you're here.
Oh yeah, Pariah's still
So
here.
if he's sick, we're all gonna
all
get it.
gonna
Oh,
I'm
by the
still
way,
lightweight.
yes, fuck off.
Lizzie.
I did see that shout out that
Damn.
Jen and Dumbfounded gave me on the show, and I appreciated that shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
that's
Yeah,
dope.
fire. A lot of.
I am still sick. Yeah, just
it's
in different
funny.
ways.
In
feels
the
like
head,
it's-
he is. Yeah.
It's that time in battle rap. But yeah, to wrap up the Joker thing, I got to see it before I pass judgment on. But you liked it a lot.
It was dope. Yeah.
I still think Heath takes the cake. Is
Of course.
I mean, it really just depends on what you're looking for out of a Joker movie,
I
man.
don't think anyone
Because
should-
in some ways, that the new Joker movie is probably even more of a Joker movie than anything you would ever
I
see.
thought his
Yeah,
performance
yeah,
was
yeah.
better than the movie.
I would say I'm gonna go ahead and say without seeing it that my favorite Joker, so excluding Joaquin Phoenix because I can't judge him yet.
Sure.
My favorite Joker is
he?
for sure Mark Hamill.
Fair enough.
Just based on the voice, huh?
Well, but he's done
But
it.
that
like,
embodies a
for
lot.
hell long. Yeah, that's enough, really. And like, honestly, like I would even say that.
It's very iconic.
Zach Galifianakis's Joker is probably third. Like I like his more than even Jack Nicholson's Joker because Jack Nicholson's Joker is just Jack Nicholson, fucking just like the Joker.
Right.
But like Zach Galifianakis in the Lego Batman's Jokers is tight. Like he does like a
I
really
haven't seen
good.
that shit.
I guess I just grew up with cartoon Jokers, so I like that. To me, Joker's supposed to be like like
Yeah.
super like-
Cartoony and
Yes.
like yeah,
Yeah.
Joker, I'm used to the cartoon.
kind of overly eccentric and
But
shit.
I
Yeah.
definitely enjoyed like the Heath Ledger Joker. I was not a huge fan of the Leto one.
Me either.
And I
Yeah,
could
nah.
see like I'm gonna like the Joaquin Phoenix movie. Like I already know I'm gonna like it
It
because
was
I've been
good.
liking movies like that. But I'll probably like it more if I don't try to like canonize it as a fucking comic book movie and just enjoy it as like a film,
It's a standalone
as
thing.
opposed to be
Or
like
not even as like a superhero movie or anything, because like
There you
Bravo's since I was argument was that there was nothing like to it, there was nothing behind it. I mean, like that's just kind of
That's not kind of
that's
the,
just
that's
kind
kind of the point.
Yeah, that's
it
kind of
does
the
not.
Joker. He's
It does
just-
not feel schematic of,
he's less of
comic books.
He's less a villain than he is a fucking thing, an event, a fucking more of an abstraction than anything. So
Yeah.
as long as like fucking even if there's nothing to it.
Pariah looks like Ryan's big brother.
someone said reverse sounds
boy.
way
Hey,
different.
that's true, though.
That's
Sounds
hella
way
funny. Reverse sounds different. Yeah, this is. It's not Fridays is Fire tonight, even though we were all talking about comic book shit.
It's a-
What
Fuck it.
else is new?
It's Fridays are fire anyway.
Yeah, no, it's Fridays are fire.
Fuck y'all.
Hey,
It's
hey,
Fri-
hey.
It's Dirtbag Dan
It's a
and
fire.
Fridays are fire.
It's
Fire
Dirtbag
Friday.
Dan show
Talk about
on Fridays, which is
Yeah.
fire.
And Murderverse, bitch.
Yeah, what's
Fuck is
up?
you talking
Yeah,
about?
the whole
collab,
shit.
Fuck you
little
mean?
bit of what dog up in the mix live.
What, dog?
So you hit me up to do a video for the new project. Because you saw the Death Dealer shit, and you were like,
I
"Who
did.
did those videos?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, I did those videos."
Yeah,
Those visuals are
I was
fucking
bugging.
perfect, man.
I was bugging, bro.
It was the first time that I had worked on shit for a while, and EK definitely helped out on all of them. Like I said, there's at least one video on each project, which is more EK than me. Most of them are like
Throw
I
a
set the
little thing
foundation,
together.
and then EK does like the overlays, and then I'll do like the last graphics, like the
And
whatever.
Well, it seems like you got a creative process that works.
It's a dynamic that I like too, because like while I don't have much, like I don't have like a problem per se like doing the overlays and laying the foundations and stuff. I love doing the effects. Like,
yeah, that's like it's like the funnest part. Yeah. And I really like the theme worked for me, right? So then when you're like, do this, and then you gave me the song, and it's like villain. I'm like, oh, this is tight. This is easy. And then right off the bat, you're like, I just want villains, like iconic villains.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you even asked me like if there's like any specific things. I was like, in my verse, I just want a whole bunch of Garo.
Yep.
And you did that.
Yep.
You put that in there because like.
Let that fool with the blindfold, right?
Yep. No, Garo's
the dude from One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
The anime dude.
It's tight because there was like a bunch of really great moments. Like the opening moment with the title is Garo smiling.
Yeah. See, and the thing is like, you know, Garo, that's my dude right now, man. That fucking character. If y'all motherfuckers watch One Punch Man, that motherfucker, man. He solidified his spot with gorillas by the end of that fucking season.
And he's definitely like the embodiment of a villain in the sense that he's just like one like. He's like it's super anti-hero because it's like admirable that he's like wants to stand up for the monsters because the monsters like nobody ever is on the side of the monsters, but he's like very like I just want to fuck up good guys. Like that's what I want to do. And as soon as I see a good guy, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Well, because he sees all the fuckery and bullshit that's within the hero bureaucratic system in One Punch Man. Because if you look at it, how the hero like bureaucratic system works, it's much like how politics and battle rap works. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
it was almost like
a lot of bullshit and fuckery
it's almost like
involved,
how that
show.
It's almost like that show The Boys kind of touched on.
Yeah, exactly. So what he's saying, so what he wants to do, he wants to shake up that whole system because it's a lot of superficial bullshit that goes into how you determine what makes a hero, right? Because if you've seen the fucking show, you know, like motherfuckers will base a value on a hero based on their rankings and shit. Like
and
what
you
goes
asked
popularity,
me to use,
all that bullshit.
You asked me to use another villain specifically who adheres to like the same, like could be the same dude.
Hero killer?
Stain.
Stain,
which is like you could totally be describing Stain right now and not Garo because he's the same. He's like he's just like disgusted by the way people admire heroes and the fact that it's like done for admiration as opposed to just being a hero.
Yes, Stain has a little bit of a different
the difference between Stain is that Stain is like, if you're truly a hero, then I fuck with you.
If you're truly a hero, and if you're truly a hero, you won't be trying to do this for profit.
Yeah. What anime is that from?
My Hero Academia.
Boku
okay,
no
okay.
Hero.
That's on Hulu right now, huh?
Yeah, season 4 just started.
That.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great one. Season 4 just started. They just put the first episode out, and they simulcast that. So
I got into anime late in life, but I've been fucking with it heavily lately.
I mean, realistically, like I did too, in the sense that like I was watching like Ninja Scroll and Akira and like the classics
Ghost
when
Michelle,
I was in high school.
Same.
Right?
Michelle, yeah.
And like I went and bought VHSs of those from Tower. Like that's how long I've been watching anime.
Near Oak Ridge?
Yeah, but no, the one on what's it called? Winchester. We used to go to the Oak Ridge one too, but the Winchester one had all the fucking hits. And Streetlight Records too. We used to go and get shit from.
Hell yeah.
But like, and then we would get like, you'd get specifically like Lord of the Overfiend or these animes that you would hear that was like, oh, dick monsters and crazy shit. But I didn't really like full blown like dive into like full seasons of anime until like maybe 5 years ago. Like realistically, when like XXX came out and when like I started listening to like Suicide Boys and like a lot of those like the AMVs, and the like Trappin' in Japan 1 and that shit. Like when that shit was first coming out, I was like, oh, this shit is tight. And if you look, like the Death Dealer shit is just a like our kind of take on that shit. Like, you know,
anime and modern rap have especially modern underground rap have like become very intertwined.
100%.
Yeah.
I think so many, not even just rappers now, but so many athletes, so many like public figures are influenced by anime.
I think its cultural connotation has expanded hugely.
Dude, 100%. Look at, I'll give you like
you got a bunch of celebrities and athletes watching that shit, and
that's what I'm saying.
Like mentioning it on
and
the
then
social
people
media
are gonna pick that shit up.
Yeah.
And then now it's not weird for a kid to grow up and watch anime. Whereas like if you were watching anime,
you were like a nerd
10 years ago. Yeah,
like
you were a
real-
nerd for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, like watching
I
anime
still embrace
now.
being a nerd, but it was almost like a.
Well, everybody does now. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Watching anime now is no different than like watching Ninja Turtles growing up or watching Transformers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like it's a regular part of like your television programming now.
Yeah,
So-
and I think the reason that even we have that is because of the anime that was mixed in with our regular programming
Like
when we
Dragon
were
Ball?
kids. Dragon Ball Z.
That's like a the gateway drug of anime.
100%. And not only that, like you could say Sailor Moon, Pokemon for fucking
That's my
sure.
shit.
A lot of people that grew up with that, like it wasn't hard for them to like
make the
jump. But now you got like Stylebender winning the middleweight championship and in like an emphatic fashion.
That guy's
and
such a
being,
fucking beast.
He's got Naruto tattoos and shit. Like he's super anime dude. His name is a name based on fucking Avatar.
It's real. Yeah.
And then you have what's it called? Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Comes out with the Naruto clothing line and shit.
That's really?
Yeah.
That's
like
wild.
with
Akatsuki,
is it Coach or something like that? It's like some major.
I don't even know.
Like it's like Coach Naruto.
He
gear.
has like a Sharingan fanny pack line.
Yeah.
And it's like you would rock that shit.
Yeah,
even if it is a fanny pack.
No,
you rock
Cody
the
was
shit
showing
out of that.
I was showing it on the last Fridays of Fire, and the jackets are fucking sick. Like they're dope
I
ass.
don't mind one of those jackets at all.
Oh yeah, he was saying that they don't have the size or something.
Dude, because they come up all high, bro.
Whatever, man.
They're probably made for like some
No, man.
Japanese
You
kids.
know, Future Trunks, right? Future Trunks has a jacket that's like
No,
this,
it's
like
totally.
that. So like,
that's
the style, man. You gotta fit.
Super
Reverse. You gotta rock it like
Reverse. You
Future
gotta
Trunks.
expose that midriff.
You gotta do like a reverse. Reverse trunks.
Reverse
That's what you gotta be,
trunks.
man.
Yeah, no, totally.
From the future.
From the future.
The androids are coming.
Yeah, Pokemon's definitely anime, dude. Like even like, and it was funny because they would like whitewash it for TV. Like they'd be eating onigiri and they'd be like, "These jelly donuts are delicious." It's just
Jelly
super
donuts.
fucking
Is this a
funny.
cheeseburger?
Man, I mean, they be cutting out like straight up like entire scenes that are too gory for
most of the time it's sexual shit. Most of the time it's fucking grandpa fucking being creepy with
pervert.
Bulma and shit.
Right,
and they're like, we need to take that scene out. Fucking grandpa looking at Bulma. She's clearly a teenage girl. And he's an old man.
I tend to be really attracted to like the violent animes like Kengan Ashura.
Oh, yeah.
Baki and shit. Oh.
I think, I mean, like, you could just do things with animes that you can't do with live action still. And, like, there's also, like, this desensitization issue where you could, like, watch crazy shit happen in anime. And if you were watching that same shit in live action, it'd be, like, kind of like, whoa.
So by the way, I recently, like yesterday, I tagged you in something on Facebook.
Oh,
it's a
live My
action,
Hero live action.
It's a live action spinoff of
yes.
like UA in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And they do a live action like action set piece.
Yes.
And the shit that you're talking about, like the way that they film and edit it, it's hella has the anime feel. And like
I'm gonna pull it up.
Their fights are just fucking fire as shit.
I'm gonna pull it up because I don't really care about fucking getting
your boy hit that one time?
giving those fools monetization. They deserve the monetization. What am I? This?
You have marijuana?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is explain to him what I did. I'm gonna roll a blunt.
Oh, okay.
So that I can pass it around.
I can wait.
A Belushi?
Explain to him what a Belushi is and why he doesn't probably really want to hit it.
A Belushi.
And then I'll pull up this thing from Tantrum.
A Belushi is like basically like fucking a bit of a backwoods show mixed with some fucking with some flour mixed with some fucking like wax or keef or whatever the fuck. It's basically like a spliff in a bowl, but like you're having like a little fucking a bowl of backwood basically.
That's fine. That sounds great.
All right. All right. I'm gonna give you a shot of a Belushi and you're gonna violently cough.
Belushi used to mean something different from my drug days. That means a speedball.
Here it is.
By the way, A+.
I'll
say never say never, but like just not right now. I mean, I'll see like later in the future.
He's talking about battling.
Tantrum versus Kilowatt.
You know what? Clarify this for me, Tantrum.
Yeah.
I've probably asked you to battle at every event that we've ever done.
Like Dan has this annual ritual. He has a tradition
Trying to
where
bring
like,
him out of retirement.
at least once a year, like he does this thing where he asks me to fucking battle and stop being a dickhead. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. Life is life, and I'm just being a dickhead right now.
Hey, but I never give you shit. I'm just like, all right, cool. I asked, like, I'm just so you know, like, I'm trying to do this shit.
Me and Tantrum might have to hit y'all with a 2-on-2.
Oh, fuck, that would be awesome, bro. That'd be awesome. I'm with 2-on-2s where the people actually try.
No promises. I mean,
Marvin
hey,
Quest,
I agree. I'm with any
battle
where people try.
So check this out. I'll play this. I'll play a little bit.
Effort is good.
Awesome. So what's tight about this is like they kind of like explain the quirks at the beginning. So this fool is like he could wherever his backpack goes, he could fucking go. He like transfers teleport. Yeah. So he like throws his backpack and then he lands wherever his backpack is. Fire. That's a pretty cool like editing tool too, because they could just throw the backpack and then like cut to it. Yeah.
Yeah, one has to wonder how
watch
much.
the little cutscene right here. See what they do right here? This is dope right here. This is what they actually do in the show.
Yeah.
Commercial cuts right here. People who actually watch the show know what's up.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they do in the show.
What's up, Pete?
Hey, Thesaurus, how you doing, buddy? Keegan, what's
what up, Source? Catch these Pete fists. That's what they doing right now.
Unlike
See, and this dude in the middle, he fucking kills that fucking role right there.
steal the wallet.
Yeah, he's probably like the most well-known actor of all these people, right? Like I've seen him in a bunch of different like martial arts shit.
I want to see Michael J. White.
Wow, so that guy's
this has the anime feel.
That guy's got some like speed quirk.
I bet this.
And it'll show you.
I bet this live anime crossover to action shit is just gonna get bigger and bigger for sure.
Well, they're just barely getting to the point where they could do it. Like,
these are one of the few people that could actually pull it off.
It's at the precipice. You're like, yeah.
These are the only few people that can pull it off.
You posted some shit today about.
See, watch this part right here.
For you.
Snapback.
Who got injured?
When retracted, his joints can extend with super speed. Tight. Cache.
See, and they even explain it in Japanese just like on the show.
No, that's exactly how they do it on the show. Yeah, this shit is fucking.
But I do want to point out that these are one of the only people that could really pull it off correctly. Because like you said, sometimes like people just can't really pull it off. Like sometimes they try to do it and like the sentiment is there, but like you get an A for effort, but it's like you know what I'm saying? It's not really
I think right. Even like I think the problem with the thing about anime is the reason that anime was like the choice medium for Japanese folks is because like they wanted to tell these grand ass like apocalyptic stories and they didn't have the Hollywood system to do it.
Right.
But they did have like these incredibly skilled animators and they could do shit that nobody else could do in the world. So they're telling these stories basically because of a lack of the ability to do the live action versions, right? And it's like a direct, like they do these Godzilla movies and they're like, this is cool, but we're still like dudes in costumes. So then they like really like get down to it and you start to get films like Akira and Ninja Scroll, groundbreaking shit. Well, now they're just starting to get to the point where they can do the live action versions, but the Japanese film system still isn't on par with the Hollywood film system. So when they do live action Attack on Titan, it doesn't look like Pacific Rim. You know what I mean? It's like the CG's not there.
Well, like Hollywood,
they're just
Hollywood's
you know
level of
like,
CGI is different.
100%. Yeah.
I think it'll crawl its way there.
Well, if you could get to fan shit that's like this good, and we talked about this one time on the Friday shit. Like, imagine how like if this shit continues to get easier and easier to do, like the CG and being able to do
we be able to do it for music videos and
I'm
shit.
saying imagine what people are going to be able to do, like any concept, any fucking Wolverine versus fucking fucking Madara or whatever. Like you can just grab any characters and like they can make that shit happen. We're getting closer and closer to that being the case and shit.
So these guys, let me point out real quick, these guys their fucking YouTube channel is Riven X or something like that, Riven XI or something like that.
I've seen other fight shit from them before.
Yeah, they're called. Just look
So
up.
these
just
cats
look up,
are independent.
Yeah, just look up 1,000 Pounds Action Company,
That's
and
wild.
like they have a whole bunch of fire shit. They have a Naruto fight on there. They also have like a Tekken versus Street Fighter fight, which they're so fire that the people that made the game Street Fighter versus Tekken hired them to do a promo video for them.
Oh,
they
that's
have an
tight.
actual like
legit.
Ryu and Ken versus Kazuya. What the fuck is his name? Kazuya or something like that.
Yeah.
I heard
A
they
fight,
officially
live
doing-
action.
I heard they officially doing another Mortal Kombat movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they are,
actually
they
are,
are.
and it's
Yeah,
gonna
like
be
on some
rated
real
R.
shit. Yeah,
So they got
with fatalities
They got
and shit.
Joe Taslim from the Raid on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
as Sub-Zero.
I kind
it's
of
fucking crazy.
like how they left it at that terrible ass Mortal Kombat Annihilation though. That I don't know, man. It's if it's not worse than Mortal Kombat Annihilation and 10 times better than the original Mortal Kombat.
Oh, it's
I'll
gonna be
like,
miles
I don't know.
beyond that.
Oh
bro.
man, but I love the original Mortal Kombat.
I loved
bro.
how corny Goro looked. Bro.
I'm telling you though, like
It was like on some Big Trouble in Little China. You love it because it's cheesy.
you could
kind of thing.
still
Like,
throw on the scene of Scorpion versus Johnny Cage in the woods like right now, and that shit is tight.
Hell yeah.
Like that shit still holds
That
water. Even
movie's
the
fire,
CG,
especially for the time, bro.
Clapping in his face, like get over here. They did all the shit, boy.
I always have thought the mythology, the mythos behind fucking Mortal Kombat has always been amazing.
I like the stories. I always played the full story modes
Same.
because you get like the whole like outworld shit, and it was all pretty
personalized.
Shao Kahn and fucking Shotokan and all those dudes. Yeah,
All
shit.
that.
That's right,
DK, what did you do with
Thriftville.
Robo's
I did read about
$400?
that. That dude that played the villain in here is Zero from the movie Holes. I did read about it. Like I looked that up on IMDb.
Oh,
Like,
so this is the guy from the movie Holes.
not him. Like the dude.
Oh yeah, the
boss.
main guy. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the guy who's like the only guy who's like an
actor.
Yeah.
Like you could tell when you watched it that like the kind of gravitas he carries in his role.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
there's not like nobody has any
Nice
business
use of
killing it
gravitas, by
this
the way.
well.
Yeah, on
Because
point.
he's
Good word.
super killing this role in this year,
Right,
and he didn't
right.
even do it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta watch the video, man. Like,
Right.
Yeah, watch that shit. It's UALA Pilot Episode 0, My Hero Academy spinoff.
Academia, man.
Yeah, we playing bar
I,
pong
I, hate,
later?
I hate when motherfuckers be like, Academia. It's like, dude,
Academia.
that's not how you fucking say that shit.
Hey, we better do bar
Academia.
pong later, Dan.
Yeah, we're gonna do bar pong for sure.
Okay,
Right.
tight.
I say,
Dude, we should just do the whole Robo games all over
homie,
again.
I say Boku no Hero, homie.
Boku
That's
no
what I
Hero.
call that shit.
That's what's up. That's passable.
Okay, so
100%.
before we fucking go too far, let's premiere this fucking video right,
Hey.
Norm said, EK, what did
If
you
that-
do with what did you do with Robo's $400? I'm like, man, I'm sitting on it like a responsible person for a rainy day.
Literally, sitting on it,
Fuck you
literally,
think
it's in his
true.
back pocket, bro. It's
Fuck
in
you
his
think
wallet.
I'm doing with it, man?
It's in his drawers.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we premiere this video, I just want to say a couple things, man. Thank you so much to Madflex for helping us out with the front cover.
Facts.
Thank you to Itchy the Killer for helping us with the cuts. Thank you to both Dirtbag Dan and EK for helping us with the visuals. Thank you to my girl Selena Santos for the artwork. A lot of really great people came together to help us with this. Unorthodox Quality, Remshot, Chase Moore, like a lot of great minds went into this project.
Homie Zetro, who did the beat for Villain,
That's right.
Zetro
That's
the
right.
Great.
the Notorious.
And
Zetro
yeah,
the Great,
man, this shit was
What?
yeah, we put a lot into this over
Oh,
the past.
shit.
Like, it took us a long time to get it done. We wrote it in a year.
No, not a month.
We wrote it in a month. We wrote the whole fucking 10-track project in one singular
In
month.
January of 2014.
We wrote it
And-
all in a month
and then
via
and then-
Facebook Messenger,
and
just
then
like passing the baton back and forth.
And then a whole
you know
bunch of
what I mean?
fuckery happened in life, and then we
Exactly.
weren't able to get it out till now. So
So it's been a few years.
Hey, well, I
yada,
commend
yada.
y'all for getting the project out, man. That's a big shit.
It really is, man.
People don't.
It is a big shit.
People fucking talk a lot and people start a lot of shit, but
and they don't put out records.
finishing shit is a motherfucker, man. And anybody who makes music knows how hard it is to finish an entire project, put the whole thing out,
How
put
easy it is to
videos
just-
together for it. So that's awesome.
See, the issue
Yeah.
that I had with it was like, you know when you've written something a long time ago, you're always self-conscious about, damn, will this still be good? Because in your mind, like you're bored of it, right?
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
always
yeah,
have to keep
yeah.
reminding.
You always grow.
I always got to remind myself that no one else has heard it other than us. So
even
like,
when you're writing
we
a battle,
gotta-
even when you're writing a battle, you write the shit. The punchlines are so fresh and amazing to you,
Yeah.
and you go over it, and a couple weeks later, you're like,
Yeah.
fuck. It's like it's not new to you, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't have the same input. But you
need
gotta.
more- I need
But the
newer
perspective is like cats haven't though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No, it's
and our
definitely it's new to the world. You know what I mean? So it's,
Exactly.
It's hard to remember that shit
Fresh
sometimes
like
when
a
you've been
little
sitting on it
baby.
for a long time.
Because I know throughout the process, like years through the process, like I was thinking, damn, is it still worth putting this fucking project out? Like
course,
maybe
it
we should.
always is.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
what we
Because,
ended
like,
on is like what we wrote is inspired by such essential
Pete.
basic fundamentals that I really think it has a very timeless quality to it.
Well, that's what you want to do with the fucking album for sure. So let me play this video. EK is responsible for the edit on this bitch.
Shouts out to the 4 animes that I cobbled together into
Lucho,
one
it's not a
continuous
scarf, it's a
Royal
mask.
Rumble.
There you go, bang.
Hey,
What
The
animes
mask
did
is
you use for
on.
this?
It's not on right. What you say?
EK.
What animes did you use for this? EK?
Let's see. Elder Toguro versus Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. Something from Fushugi Yugi. Something from Serial Experiments Lane, and one from just straight Ninja Scroll, I think.
Tight. Yeah, I've definitely
Dope.
seen Ninja Scroll. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video right now, and then we're gonna make this shit public as soon as the show is done. So you guys go ahead and watch it, share it, throw it up for everybody else to check it out. It's called Double Edged Sword, Tantrum and Pariah. The album is called Exit Wounds. It's out now. You know what? I will full screen this bitch because fuck the bullshit. Why not?
Yeah, fuck it all.
Fuck the bullshit.
Let me full screen this motherfucker right quick.
Yeah, it means a lot to share this with y'all, and make sure to hit that like, hit that share, let us know what you think.
Hit
and
that album
all
copying
right.
button.
and thank you to both of these gentlemen for helping us get it out. Much love.
Bang. Double Edged
fun.
Sword, Tantrum and Pariah. Let's go.
Malcolm, stop fucking around, man. Drop that shit. Let's go. That's a motherfucking slap. Tantrum and Pariah. Yeah. Chase more than a beat. My boy Malcolm on the board.
We come to catapult the status quo and reconstruct the archetype. These stars ain't got the proper stripes, they barking with no heart to bite.
We the reason why every single throne is a god of sight. Marked for life, now fate's coming back around like when karma
This album
strikes.
proves without a doubt two minds are better than one. Cause every track on this slack crafted in less than a month. Every single night we write obsessively until the sun would show the wave of inspiration. Here we got caught in the undertow.
Stuck in an upward flow, breaking the pavement right through the concrete ceiling they try to make for containment. I ended my hunger strike with an insatiable craving, and now I'm out to take the food off every plate that you save.
Give me illustrating our greatness to a long forgotten memory. But not before we leave behind this monolithic legacy.
So rest in peace to whatever great misfortune is waiting for me. Got some things in store to erase the place in a blaze of
That's
glory.
the double-edged sword, we ain't fucking around. Cut to the chase, cutthroat, yeah, we cutting them down. Straight to the point, sharp, witty, yeah, they loving the sound. Stick 'em up, steal the show till we stuck in the
So
ground.
watch the double-edged sword when it come for your crown. But if you don't, you gon' wish you was stuck in it now. And by that I mean you, plus everyone in your crowd.
Because the blade keeps swinging until nothing is found.
So don't say we didn't warn you about your art form crunk. Now say I'm not on your level with your hardcore front. Before you know it, I've jumped the buggy like I'm parkour stuck. Folks ain't never smart enough to see the dark horse come.
We spit that expensive heat, leaving you in the crematorium. PNC up in the house without a doubt, agoraphobia. Power joint, these bitches barely got a light buzz. We put them in a box like what they fail to think outside
While
of.
putting on the right touch, gots to get it, cause time is lost from the clock. If it's not perfected, we just stop, wouldn't bother trying to drop the record. We so cutthroat that every sample chops be headed.
God knows we try to stay away from all the blood and the violence, but making us this beats like hanging meat in front of a lion. You'll see the sun and moon collide before my tongue's in confinement. I take it to a higher plane and put a gun in the pilot. That's the double-edged sword, we ain't fucking around. Cut to the chase, cutthroat, yeah, we cutting them down. Straight to the point, sharp, witty, yeah, they loving the sound. Stick 'em up, steal the show till we stuck in the
So
ground.
watch the double-edged sword when it come for your crown. But if you don't, you gon' wish you was stuck in it now. And by that I mean you, plus everyone in your crowd.
Because the blade keeps swinging until nothing is found. We stay delivering the elements, something like Corbin Dallas. On the shine we got rarely seen Aurora Borealis. You don't wanna see the right, I tend to settle disagreements. When I'm heated, I'm a guy, a man, look like an anemic. Depleted like like seeing the resurrection of Jesus. And Malcolm X drops in the grave to do the Pledge of Allegiance. A redneck and a penis to something else to that extent. Laughing all the way to the bank, I guess this joke's at your expense.
The most ferocious on the west, we didn't call us contenders. Just to guarantee you show me who be throwing a picture. We who you know's approaching focus with the soul of a killer. Turn opponents to organ donors and we always deliver. We who they calling in for a job when it's extra crucial. Properly executing a plot that we're meant to move through. Evolving our own methods, but all the respect is mutual. Two sides of the same coin, both knockers, I'm sent to you.
It's the double-edged sword, we ain't fucking around. Cut to the chase, cutthroat, yeah, we cutting them down. Straight to the point, sharp witty, yeah, they loving the sound. Stick 'em up, steal the show till we stuck in the ground.
So watch the double-edged sword when it come for your crown. If you don't, you gon' wish you was stuck in it now. And by that I mean you, plus everyone in your crowd.
Because the blade keeps swinging until nothing is found.
Ladies and gentlemen, fire right there from your boys.
Fuego.
Tantrum and Pariah. The song was called Double-Edged Sword.
Yes.
And
EK made that one, right?
yes, EK did that video.
This
EK
is,
did that
boom,
video.
boom, boom,
Thank
a
you
little
so
bit of
much.
montage.
Guys, it's available. Go to Pariah X. No, I'm sorry. Tantrum X. Pariah.bandcamp.com, or it's all on other mediums. You know what I'm saying? Spotify. Good
Yeah,
work,
slap
bro.
that
Hey,
shit on
thank you,
Spotify.
Sasaurus. Thank you,
Medium of
Sasaurus.
your
Hey, that
choice.
means a lot, brother. I appreciate you, Pete.
Then Pete Fist with the approval.
Yeah,
Heavy
We got
Fists.
those Pete fists.
We got those
Yeah,
Pete
yeah,
fists for
yeah.
the
Hey.
approval.
So two
Bucket
Pete
list
Fists up.
checked off right
And
there.
if you haven't seen the villain video, check that out too. It's also
Yeah.
up on our channel.
Dan made it. Shameless plug.
yeah,
check
boy.
that out too.
Yeah, boy.
and we'll have some more coming. We got plenty of more coming. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, that's tight. I'm gonna peep the rest of the album too.
Real quick, if one more time, we're doing a show on November 14th at the Caravan in downtown San Jose at the Cypher.
Tight.
See some villains
Yeah.
live. See some
So
Double
please
Edged
come
Sword
through.
live.
We're gonna have lots of homies.
Oh, I'll be there for sure. I love the Caravan.
Yeah, I wanted to. I wanted to holler at some other people about maybe getting down on the show. We're gonna be headlining. We're also gonna be doing a couple songs at Tourette's Without Regrets in December.
Oh, sick! Tourette's a great audience.
So yeah, Tourette's Without Regrets in December. Next month we
Shouts
got
out to
Caravan.
Jamie for always letting like the people who, like he is very aware.
He's good with the OGs.
He's very aware of the fact that like the battle rap shit kept that machine going for a long time, and even though it doesn't now, like he shows love to the battle rappers forever because
Especially
like
some
there
of the
were
early-
years.
the early cats like us.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. But I mean, like I would say specifically, like when Tantrum and Thesaurus were passing it back and forth, like
That was the fucking
For like you battled for like King of the Tourette's. Right?
when those during those period, during that like year or 2 years,
that was like a zenith.
that was the most important thing that was happening at Tourette's.
Yeah.
Like it was more about the battles than anything else.
Yeah.
Now you clearly go to Tourette's and it's way more about like the whole show
Yeah.
and
Sure.
the battles are just a part of it.
See a dude
But
sticking a nail
he
in his
hella
nose.
Jamie recognizes that like the battles were a big fucking part of it and he'll never not have them be a part of it and he'll always show love and give you guys like opportunities to rock in front of like 500 fucking people.
So a wild thing is me and
That's sick, bro.
me and
That's
Tantrum met battling at Tourette's.
Yeah.
So we met on stage fucking battling. We battled in King of the Dot, and then we put this fucking album out. We've been friends for a long time. That's how I discovered Thesaurus, the past.
Look what the source is saying.
Dirt. That's where I met Dirt.
Jamie's top 3 people most responsible for him being where he's at. Yeah,
Facts.
like
Straight up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, there are dudes that like created the platform
I
for shit
remember
to happen on, and
going
Jamie was
seeing
one of those
Thesaurus,
dudes.
Yep.
Just if Thesaurus was there, man, I was there back in the day, and that fool blew my mind.
see, like-
as everyone did. Same with Tantrum.
Yeah.
Tourette's has been such a large part of our start that we legit have a Tourette's logo on the back of our cover of our.
Oh,
of
that's
our
sick.
album.
Just to pay
On the back
respect,
cover.
just
Oh,
to
that's
pay
tight.
homage.
Like
Homage,
I've always had
yeah.
that. Like
Hey.
even in the back of my solo album Backlash,
Yeah.
like, I put the Tourette's logo on the back of that one too.
That's
like,
sick.
It's always
A
been.
lot of
Pete, you know what's
A
up.
lot of the first battles I watched were like Tourette's circa like 2004, 2005 to 2006.
That
and
was the
shit.
first big
Fucking-
institution that
Yeah.
meant something to the movement, and that really contributed to the recruitment of all those cats to grind time.
Oh yeah, it
Yep.
kept West Coast battle rap alive during like the
It's-
darkest period.
It's
of
so
it.
instrumental. Like all of us have been on there and rock with. I battled you on the Tourette's stage.
I battled you
before,
on
know what I'm
Tourette's.
saying?
You kicked my ass.
I think if I didn't battle EK, it's crazy, but I'd certainly like watched everyone here battle.
I beat
on that
I beat
stage.
Lush round 1 at the Kodiak Memorial, and then you.
Oh, that was so fun.
And then you were my next battle, and you kicked my ass.
That was so fun.
Wasn't that a 3-way?
That was so fun because
actually,
it was years later. It was years after we all like did it, but we all came back and like nobody was bashful at all about like we were all there. And
It's all we
everyone's just
felt
like,
the need to
we're
battle.
gonna freestyle. We're gonna battle for Kodiak right now.
I didn't even want to battle, but like I was,
hell yeah,
I felt like it was proper for in his memory and
Yeah,
shit.
no, it was certainly like way past the period of my life where I wanted to do a freestyle battle, but we're like, we're here for Kodiak, we're doing that shit.
Rest in peace, my boy Kodiak.
Hey, R.I.P. Kodiak,
Yo,
brother. Hey,
that's
for
my
real,
boy,
for
man.
real.
Watch
R.I.P.
Matt.
Kodiak.
Kodiak.
That's
Oh.
the homie. One of my favorite. Oh my God, just nothing but good shit to say, man. Much love.
Bad news. He shot us as some super chat, and we love that. And he asked us a question while we were in the midst of all that anime movie talk. He said, "Do you think they'll ever make a legit Dragon Ball Z movie?"
Nah.
I don't think so.
They tried one time, and
Why wouldn't they though?
hot
They
garbage.
reboot everything.
Okay, if they do, it's
Talking about
gonna
like-
be like 50 years from now, and this is why, because Old Boy is still making those animes. Like we're about to get another series after Super, and
Wait,
like
what?
yeah, there's yeah.
I
and-
might. What if it's live action, bro?
Well, well, that's what I'm saying. The point being is that like live action stuff is great. Like we're gonna get like a Thundercats movie now and like He-Man and
I would
shit.
take it.
It's
Hella
great
skeptical,
when
but
there's
yeah.
nostalgia, right? When like, but like if you
yes.
can watch.
Yeah.
Whatever if they put out a live action Dragon Ball Z movie, it's not gonna be better to Dragon Ball Z fans than what Toriyama's doing right
No,
now,
you're right.
than what Super was.
That's
or
a
what
good point.
The next shit
That's
is.
a good point.
So, but like in 20 years though, after like maybe he passes away and no one's doing Dragon Ball shit,
Wow.
and then they reboot it and really show love and respect to the shit.
You thought this shit out.
I mean, that's how I think about all that shit.
That makes
like,
sense. That makes sense. I think it'll come. I think it's an inevitability almost.
I think I could agree with that in the sense that they reboot anything that's popular, but I don't think that it'll happen in the time when the animes are still coming out at the quality.
That's a
they're coming out.
fair.
Yeah, because I mean, like, because given that Dragon Ball, like, you would need a whole bunch of futuristic ass CGI for that shit.
Yeah.
And like, they couldn't even pull off the live action for Death Note. Like,
No, not in the
like-
way that like people wanted to. You know what I mean? And I think that
This fool says these motherfuckers about to have me watch anime to see what's up.
hey,
Yo,
man,
man.
it's great. It's
White
great.
Widow
Get on
Age.
board. Get on board.
If I could recommend something,
Shouts to White Widow
Can't get
Hayes, though,
Nashura.
man.
I would say this, like, if you are like, Death Note is great.
Yes, it is.
It's just a great story, and if you like, you could watch a dubbed version, and the dubs aren't bad. For
Did you
Death
like the
Note.
movie?
I wasn't not a fan of it. Like me and Cody watched it hella high and enjoyed it, but like, you know, it doesn't replace
wasn't-
the anime in
yeah.
any way, shape, or form. It's
can't.
not even close.
It can't.
Willem
It's not even
Dafoe
close.
killed it though.
I just like parts of it, you know, but then other parts I'm like, it's dumb. But Death Note's great, and then if you don't mind reading subtitles, and
The only way to watch the
Subs
shit.
over
really,
dubs.
Listen,
really.
You gotta watch the fucking
If you have an
subtitles.
issue fucking reading subs and then fucking get a better than a 4th grade fucking education, you idiot. Learn to fucking
if
read.
you can't read, you,
Fucking
hey, if
moron.
you can't read, you
Fucking
don't
wrong with
deserve.
you.
You don't deserve anime if you can't read.
You don't deserve
And
life.
some of the best movies
Fuck
in
you talking
general are fucking foreign films. I mean, Jesus Christ, when that's
Well-
when that's a point of complaint,
I feel like a dick because I'm assuming White Widow Hayes doesn't want to read subtitles, but like
Hey!
I'm sure you have no
Get
problem with
over
that.
it.
No,
White
you, no,
Widow.
fuck
I'm
that.
sure you
White
have
Widow,
no problem
fuck that. No, you
can read, bro.
He
the
never
fucking
said
shit,
anything
bro.
about that. I put that evil on him.
Listen,
I put that evil
I
on
fucking
him.
listen.
Fist of the North Star from Pete.
I co-sign White Widow Hayes. That motherfucker killed it at the
Hey,
last
by
box.
the way,
wow,
me and
you guys.
Tantrum
Yo.
were at McDonald's earlier today, and we was talking like, we was talking about, Battle of the Zay, and he was like, yo, who kind of stood out to you? And I will say, bro, fucking, I think parts of your performance really fucking
White Widow Hayes
were
killed it.
cracking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dope.
His third round was
He just needs to read.
snapping.
Yo, straight up, White Widow Hayes. Hey, White Widow Hayes.
This is dope.
White Widow Hayes. I'm giving you
He
my
just needs to
my
read.
official cosign.
Hey, we get
So
you got the cosign,
so
homie.
in order to fucking pay me back, you better read the fucking subtitles.
Okay.
If every fucking
Cosign.
foreign anything.
Go watch it.
Whether it's anime, whether it's foreign films. Hey,
You're cheating otherwise. Don't cheat.
There's a lot of dope ass Korean flicks out there that
That's
you need
true,
to fucking
bro.
get on.
And Japanese.
And Japanese.
Hey,
And
some of my favorite horror films are from South Korea.
A lot of good
I'm gonna put you
Hong
on
Kong cinema
Indian
that are great for
romantic
martial
comedy
arts
about
shit.
a Indian romantic comedy about a restaurant being built across.
There's
the
a lot of
street
good
from
French
another
horror,
restaurant.
too.
Fucking shit's wild.
And
So much emotion in food.
I'm
it's called.
gonna recommend Vinland Saga. VINLAND Saga. It's a new anime. I swear, if it was just a TV show and it was live action, everybody in the world would watch it, and it would be the biggest show in the world. The story is so compelling, and it just happens to be an anime. I recommend you watch that shit.
You know, in some ways, if something is animated and animated really well, it makes it better than a live action.
Yeah.
Just because of like how
Yes.
the art
Yeah.
part of it. And
There's
shit
like
You
that.
want to see how the artist intended it.
And
You know
it's
what I mean?
fucking
Like
gorgeous.
that's what it comes down to philosophically is like things were drawn with the artist intending it to be spoken in one language, and I feel like you're changing the art to take a shortcut in how you ingest the film, which compromises something to a
Are you
degree
still
when
talking
you're
about
watching it.
fucking subs? Yeah, subs
Yeah.
over dubs, definitely.
White Widow Hayes. Next time you come here, we gonna talk martial arts movies, bro.
And I say
Like,
Kengan
straight up.
Ashura for my anime.
You need to watch it, man.
recommendation. It's on Netflix.
Okay, let's do a little breakdown of the bots before we get into some bar pong and get the fuck out of here.
Fill me in on it
Get him
because
the fuck outta
I missed all of day one.
Okay, so day one.
Big K versus Reverse. Should we start there?
No, we'll start from the
build
bottom
up to
to
it?
we'll start from the bottom to the
All
top.
right. Bottoms
So
up, bitches. And then I'll tell you
first
about day
battle on the card was Little Big versus Digo. Both guys, I think, had great performances. I think there were some slip ups on Digo's side. Digo always has hella good bars in there, though. Yeah. So I'm always like, God damn, why are you slipping up? If you just came with it solid, like it would clearly be in the bag for
and
you.
the other guy battling, his name was
Little Big.
And he was the sponsor. Cat?
Nope, that's Nexus
sorry.
versus White Widow Hayes.
Gotcha.
Little Big is he's like a bigger Mexican dude. They were both wearing red
I
and black,
remember
but he
now,
had a
thank
vest
you.
on.
Okay, got it.
He reminds me of who do I want to say he reminds me of? He's like he has like a Shotgun Shug style. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's just
Mexican
like
Shotgun
big
Shug.
Mexican Shotgun Shug. He's like big in your
Kind of a
face.
bully.
But he's a bully for sure. It's great.
Hey, Sunday Venom.
Yeah,
Sunday Venom,
99.
my guy.
Phone
Much love-
99.
Much love, my guy.
Phone 99.
Thank you.
Sunday Venom.
So yeah, I think Little Big. I would give him that battle based on the fact that he had a solid performance and no slip ups. But I think that
I'd
Digo
agree.
has such good bars that if he could just come with a solid 3, that
I think it's a performance thing, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think the bars on a just if you were to read them, if you were to hear, like I think the extravagance and the novelty of like a presence when you battle, I think could really spice up like the content. I think the content's
Performance
there.
is definitely like the element that
speaks loudest.
sells the shit. Yeah, it speaks the
You
loudest.
watch URL?
Yeah.
It's 95% performance.
Do you watch URL?
A plus wants to know if you watch it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely I do. Yes.
He does watch black
swear to
entertainment.
God!
He does watch black entertainment.
You got 5 answers for that one question, and they were all yes.
Yes, of course.
Why
Why would you ask?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Little Big won that first battle. The second battle was White Widow Hayes versus Nexus.
White Widow, in my
I think
opinion.
I think we
weed
watched.
battles.
We got a much bigger, a much better performance from Nexus.
Yeah.
But I think White Widow
It was the
Hayes
bars.
was like he had also stepped up his performance.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And like so I definitely give it to White Widow Hayes.
Me too.
Watching that battle back, White Widow Hayes' third round was fucking crazy.
He was very
Nice.
he was very in pocket.
He was stacking bars on
Pocket
top
is
of
so
bars
important,
too.
yeah.
It was very
really
in
good.
pocket, and I think the complexity of his writing kind of outshined the other cat. The other cat had a great performance. Like I think there was a lot to respond to and a lot to appreciate. Truly in both, not to be overly diplomatic, but like what really spoke to me at the end of the day, what I remembered, what I walked away with was a lot of White Widow Hayes' shit. Like
What did he say? He said trying to set you up on camera like
He said
Vlad
Pariah
TV.
with Body Cassidy.
He said Vlad TV.
That's right.
And then what was the
pass him my way? Send word.
The other one was
that 40K deposit.
What do you say? I throwing rounds out the window like a bad CD.
Yeah,
he
that was dope.
He rhymed it with setting you up for failure like Vlad TV. It was like
he had some he was multi.
That was really
he had a
good.
technical advance. I thought he technically was a little bit more progressive.
It was tight. It was a good performance on both sides, but like I said, a much improved Nexus. But I still thought that that White Widow Hayes definitely got that one.
Great battles is the biggest point there for sure.
Yeah, which is I mean like
it was like y'all both brought different shit, but yeah, why I'd analyze it in my regard, like Dan said to White Widow, is the technical advance. Like, I think it was a little bit more airtight in regards to the fundamentals being down.
What I love how like precise you are about your descriptions on the battles and shit. I just be like, this fool fucking. I'm like an old grind time judge. I'm like, this fool was tight, but the other fool came with it. You know what I mean? Like, old boy was good.
Yo,
old boy was good.
I honestly think both of them did their thing, and even though I was leaning toward this guy, I gotta go overtime, man. I gotta go overtime, man. Fuck that shit. OT.
I honestly think both of them did their thing. Is the funniest. Like that is like probably been said by more judges in battle rap than anything else, any other sentence ever is.
But I have a closer circle. To
both of them did their thing. Both of them did their thing. Or like, old boy came with it.
and even like the introduction, like, what's up, man? It's your boy Savage the Myth. Y'all know who it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
y'all
know who it is.
Savage
Like,
the
we don't
Man.
know who the fuck you are,
Y'all
bro.
know
You're some random ass high ass drunk motherfucker.
No one
man.
knows who
What the
you
fuck is
are.
you talking about?
No one knows who you are, but y'all know who it is.
Yeah, y'all know who it is.
I love old grind time judges. That was the best part of the shit. Okay. The third battle on the card was an incredible fucking war, I would say, between MC Damnit versus Dev the Demon.
Bro, I'm gonna have to speak off top right now. So that was personally my first time watching MC Damnit perform. I'm guilty to say this, but I don't watch too much battle rap anymore, and I hadn't seen any of his previous performances.
Except for URL. Go ahead.
Though being very aware of his fucking name, making moves. So live, that first MC Damnit performance that I took in really was like, I was a huge fan. I think he killed it. He really made an impact on it. Probably one of the biggest memories I took away in regards to performance. Just very punchline oriented on the 1 and the 2, on the 3, on the 4.
He's got all the shit.
Yeah, you got all the shit, bro.
He's got all the shit.
And you got a comedic presence that's hard to portray authentically. And
I want to say I've been knowing that Tantrum or that Damnit's great.
Yeah, man. It was so.
I've been knowing that, and
you can imagine my first time. I was
like,
damn, bro.
And he gets better every time, so I'm always more and more impressed with him. But the last time I seen Dev the Demon, he had like a very so-so performance, and then this guy comes back and is like just on fucking point.
You talking about Dev?
Dev. Like I think they both did great. That battle is a straight up like style preference battle. You know I mean? Like
for sure.
Damnit is clearly more punchy. So he has more moments in the battle. But Dev has his style is
more original,
is impeccable. Like he's got that voice.
And original is
because it's not like Dev has this like he has like the struggle gun bar angle, but he doesn't do it in a way that's like cheesy at all. Like it's really like
it's tasteful.
It reminds me of Oops, except like with like he's like Oops with guns. You know what I mean? Like not like Oops isn't Oops with guns, but he's like I don't know. I really like Dev. Super impressed with Dev's performance.
For sure. He killed it.
That like I said,
but it's a particular style that is, yeah.
I don't know. I could go with. I think traditionally, like if you had to judge the battle on the spot, you'd probably give it to Damnit. But I think that just because he had more moments,
especially imagine if that was at Tourette's. Damnit would have fucking just like
he would have also been dressed like a baby. But that being said, like I could see giving it to Dev, especially upon watching it back.
Really?
He
I
has a
haven't seen it
really
back.
solid style. His performance was like pretty much like just impeccable. He has a very weird like timing thing that he does that I like a lot, where it like he holds up on bars and like gives it the space to breathe and shit like that. I don't know. He just has a real like unique style and great voice. And I want to see more from Dev the Demon. So I'm stoked that we got him back, because Fools bugged me about getting him back in the ring because he did a tryout and he didn't do that great. And I'm like, bro, it's whatever. You know what I mean?
You got to give the artist a little chance, a little room to grow.
He went and did.
Which you do really well. You give people that chance, and people need to kind of find their style, right? Like
he went and did all that shit on his own, man. He went and did a URL battle and had a great performance, I guess. And I get, the thing about battle rap is it just happens one day, and motherfuckers have a bad day
on URL?
one day.
Like a proving ground? Or
yeah, he did a proving ground battle, and he had a great performance, and that was one of the things that people kept telling me, like, you gotta get this guy back in the ring. But I think battle rap, like I said, is a thing that happens at one day.
Yeah.
You have a bad day, I meet you on that one day. You know what I mean?
Because like, remember when Absurd came and battled on bots, right?
Yeah.
And he fucking shit the bed?
Yeah.
A week. The thing is, a week before that, he battled on PNR and he fucking had probably his best performance.
Yeah, like
the best
killed
performance
it.
of his
Yeah,
career.
How much
Prison of
time
Flesh, right?
between the battles, you said?
A week.
That's the problem.
Well,
exactly. Like he shouldn't have overbooked himself.
problem,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying, like you said, like it's that day. It's not. It's not
Clearly
always,
he's
like,
capable.
Yeah.
It's clearly he's capable. Clearly Dev was capable. Like, we came back and had an amazing performance.
And it's a difference in battle rap between those who are capable and those who deliver, right?
I just come back. I mean, like, I guess at the end of the day, like, the thing is, I wouldn't have given Dev a chance if a bunch of people didn't hit me up and say, put him on the card, right? Yeah. So, like, he did, like I said.
People have their appeal.
Shouts to him. He did his own groundwork. He built his own shit back together and got people interested and wanted to get him back in the ring all on his own, and to the point where I booked him. And then in that situation, he was impressive. Right. So, like, I'll certainly book him again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
so A plus to answer your question. No, I've never battled Ilmac.
No.
Good to know.
Never. Not even in the freestyle shit. Not even in.
Yeah,
the
he
freestyle
wasn't
shit.
really around when we were doing all the freestyle battles because he was up in Portland.
Yeah.
I mean, I would see him at Scribble, but we never got to
Pariah versus Real Deal. What's up, Real Deal?
But I will say this.
Pariah versus Real Deal. Let's put some attention on this.
Me, EK was this close to battling at Scribble. Like,
extremely close to
if EK would have advanced past No-Can and if I would have advanced past the Source, it would have been you and me in the finals. But I'll tell you, like, we did make the semifinals and semifinals, aka the Final Four. And I'll tell you why this is a big deal is because number one. Not to like try to put double standards, but it was the first time in Scribble and hip hop history that two Asians have made it that far in Scribble Jam. And also like, what was I gonna say?
That's some real shit.
That was when Hawaii became an unofficial part of the Fresh Coast because Ilmac wanted to make it a fucking all Fresh Coast fucking Final Four. He's like, so Hawaii's part of the Fresh Coast, right?
It is, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And there we go. And then that day, Hawaii became part of the Fresh Coast, just like that.
I will say, if Scribble Jam still existed, I think these past few years, ever since the year it got canceled, if it was still a yearly thing, this man would have fucking won it by now, at least twice, maybe at least once. But this motherfucker would have fucking taken it down.
Oh, man, I was like, I just knew like that day, that year of 2008. Like, in my head, I was like, I need to make at least the Final Four, and that's what I did. Like,
if it still happened, bro, you would be.
I mean, I would have definitely wanted to get one of those gas mask trophies.
If Scribble Jam was still a thing, ain't that
I would say if it was still a thing, you would definitely see like the difference in the skill levels between freestyle battling and written battles, because people like Johnny Storm would be like top of the fucking food.
It's very interesting to
like
think about.
Forever.
And cats like him.
Oh, 100%.
Tantrum would be
But you can't fairly say that Tantrum wouldn't be top of the food chain in the written shit if he wanted to do them.
You're right.
But Johnny Storm has been like doing written battles.
Nah, but this
like,
was
if
a
that fool
freestyle.
was freestyle battling, he would be in fucking Scribble every time you'd run into Johnny Storm.
It's
in the
an interesting
finals,
thing to think
like,
about.
I'm just saying.
Well, he's
like,
Johnny
that
Storm
fool's a
or
It's really something that's lacking right
Who's
now.
another one of
Johnny
those
Storm or Thesaurus, because
A facilitation of that is
me and
really
Thesaurus,
lacking.
me and Thesaurus have run into each other.
Oh yeah,
in the finals or semifinals.
Y'all
multiple
battled for
times.
Tourette's, like the king. The what was it when you battled? It was like versus him at Tourette's. They organized it like a big event, like it was the king.
Oh yeah, because I had won
King of Tourette's,
like 8
right?
months, and Thesaurus already won like 8 months or something like
8
that. Or
months.
something like that. And so like on my 8th month, Thesaurus came.
His 8th month of winning.
Thesaurus came. Oh yeah, it was funny because Thesaurus and me,
Jesus.
Thesaurus was planning to battle me on the 8th month, and Dirtbag Dan and Madness tried to throw a monkey wrench in our plans. so they entered the tournament and like
History,
so,
y'all.
and like to try to fuck off
We
the whole
hella
battle.
did, and it didn't
so
work.
I ended up beating Dirtbag Dan.
Yes, he
Thesaurus
did.
beat Madness, and so it ended up. So it was really on some movie shit. It was literally on some movie shit, like where me and Thesaurus ended up in the finals.
Yo, that's
Y'all
so
were like the
funny.
villains,
I
the
totally
villains.
forgot about that. Me and Madness like drove there and we're like, yo, let's fuck this shit up, bro.
That shit was so funny. So it was like my the biggest slugfest I've been in Tourette's, and like
Damn,
I'm really grateful for
Yo,
Thesaurus because
and
like
I like legit beat Tantrum in every other freestyle battle we ever did, but that night he whooped my ass.
Except
night-
one.
Oh,
there was one where I got robbed, and you were like,
no, you should have won.
you were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, you totally should have won that, but I'm sure glad I fucking did, motherfucker.
But like I would just use my like cheap tricks to win usually, but like cheap tricks were not working that night. Like Tantrum was like, nope,
worked in
I'm battling
2019,
Thesaurus in
baby.
the finals. Fuck you, get out of my way,
Thesaurus-
dude.
and Thesaurus
and
was
I was
like-
like, all right, man, you fucking win. It was funny though.
If
'cause, like,
Tantrum's determined, it's scary.
I mean, it wasn't
We
just me; it was
really-
Thesaurus too.
Oh, they
you know what
both,
I'm
they
saying?
both,
Thesaurus
because
was
he
killing
beat
it that night,
Madness,
too.
and
Oh, of
Madness
course,
was like
dude.
trying to fuck it up.
goes
too.
without saying for
Yeah.
Thesaurus.
That was
and
one I
shit.
watched on YouTube. That shit was fucking grimy. I was
Shouts
like,
out to my brother Madness, man. He's
Tony?
Shouts
he's
out
the
to
man.
Madness. Took me out in the finals
Me and
at
him
Tourette's,
would. He's the
boy.
only dude who I would do that with. Like me and him had so many of those times where we were just like, let's just do this fucking random ass thing. Like, fuck it. We did 2-on-2 battles like on the spot at events. Like, just fucking whatever. Like, fuck no, they're not here. All right, me and Tony will battle.
So it's funny story because Thesaurus just brought up me and Thesaurus were in the finals, made the finals in the Santa Cruz event back in 2002. This is the first time I've ever
Pete,
met.
what's up?
First time I've ever met Thesaurus. So I was like at the time, right? I was one of the only people that was like kind of like more on my technical shit, right? And like so, like, this was like during the span of like the battle, like you go and then this person goes, and so after my turn, like I was kind of like lounging toward the back and still listening to whoever with the other competitors that were going on, and then I hear this fucking voice of this dude who's also like. I hear like the structure of his rhyming and shit. It was like technical like me, and like he was projecting hella crazy, and he was punching hella crazy. His haymakers were hitting fucking crazy, and I'm just like, who the fuck is this dude, man? So I go look at the ring, and so is this dude Thesaurus, and like I was like, wow, this dude is fucking killing it, and like he's saying the type of shit, like he's structuring his shit in the way that I would kind of structure it, but in his own way, you know, it's distinct and different still.
Yeah.
So like so then he goes, and I was like, wow, man, that's dude to look out for, and then like a few battles down, it was my turn, and then I fucking was battling this fat chick who was like, and luckily for me at the time my forte was fat jokes. So
you got to battle. Hey,
so
you're
no
not
bullshit.
a battle rapper until you battle a fat.
So
bitch.
no bullshit. You remember that song?
Yeah.
So the DJ plays the beat. The girl goes first. And she literally just she sings that song word for word to the beat, and even has the crowd going with her. I'm like, oh my god, is this fucking for real? Like I gotta fucking beat this.
Is this happening?
So then I just went ahead and did my fat jokes. I was like, something fuck about the rhymes you busting. I'll even win the fucking cash to give you liposuction or something like that.
Yeah,
people are eating that shit up, and like,
Get her.
and so I ended up fucking beating her and like bodying her, and then like. No bullshit. On my way, like walking towards the back, and I see this dude Thesaurus come up to me. He, like no bullshit. He does this shit. He just does shit, and he goes. He goes. I'll see you in the finals. I was like, word, bro. Like that was the very first shit he ever said to me. Very first shit he ever said to me.
Pete,
And lo and behold, I did see him in the finals, and like. It went off one round, 2 round, 3 rounds. They even gave us like 2 extra overtime rounds, and then like by the end of that shit, I was like, they kept asking it because like you know how they do it. Hey, if you feel this guy won, make some noise. If this guy makes some noise, no, you weren't. So the thing, no, it was way back in Santa Cruz.
Okay, never
So it's like make some noise, and so it's like. They did this for 2 overtime rounds, and the crowd still couldn't make a decisive winner. So then they asked us, right? Like the host. This was ran by Serendipity Project, for those that don't know. Like, they used to be a big act in Santa Cruz. So they asked each of us, it's like, so you guys want to go another round? You guys want to go another round? So they asked me, right? And at this point, it was like after the 4th or 5th round, I'm like running out of shit to say. But I was putting on my poker face. I was like, yeah, I don't care, man. We could do another one. And then they asked the source, and the source was like, yeah, I don't care. We cool. And it's like, fuck, man, if we go another round, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So then by the end of it, though, they were just like, you know what? Fuck it. It's a fucking tie, so we're going to split the money. So they split the money 50-50.
Hey,
and me and Thesaurus officially tied in that battle in Santa Cruz.
And that was the first time you ever met Pete?
First time I ever met Pete, man.
That's fucking tight.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
that's some historical
Thesaurus,
shit. That's some historical relevance.
So
right
it was never recorded on footage, but there's like a little mini magazine that the Santa Cruz music scene, like the local scene, published every month, and like there was an article that wrote about that event that it said me and Thesaurus tied
that would be sick.
in that event. So
I gotta
like
find
so
that,
there is some
that.
actual publication like truth. Proof. Public
there was publication truth.
It exists, damn it. It's too bad. Like most of the battles we did back in the day weren't on film. Like so many battles. Like
how many did we do at Makla that weren't on film?
I mean, yeah, like literally. If you talk about like individual battles, like 20 battles would happen in a day, and you would be like, oh, I battled, Franco, and then Tantrum
versus fucking
Boak, and then like Borat, and then, so there was just like a bunch of there's so many names that like
were a factor.
Yeah, and if you would have to face all these fucking dudes every time you went to an event, so it was fucking crazy.
I remember going to sign up, and there was Tantrum and fucking D-Lore, and I was like, oh shit.
Okay. Real quick to wrap up the bots event. Gray Fox versus. Who do you guys think won? Dev versus Damnit. Who do you guys think won?
Damn it. That was my first time ever seeing Damnit live. To be completely honest, I had not seen any of his previous shit. Right. That was my first exposure to MC Damnit, and he made probably the biggest impact on me in the night in regards to things I didn't expect.
Yeah, he was sick. He did a
very good writer, very clever. That was in my opinion, he killed it.
What about you, Tantrum?
I can't say because I was an asshole, and like while that battle was going on, I was eating at the bar.
Oh fuck!
He was eating chicken curry.
I was eating chicken curry at a British spot.
He ordered off the Asian menu.
They had good food. And you didn't see it.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
He battled. I'm sorry. He battled. Remind me.
Dev the Demon.
Dev the Demon was dope. He
I
was
could
really
go either
smooth
way with
and
it.
had a great yeah.
I could go either way with it, and I would say that, like I said, if I had to judge in the building, I would have leaned towards Damnit. But watching it back on tape, it's really just a style clash. So like,
it's a style preference thing.
Yeah. And kind of
a sense of the wire.
Which kind of leads us into the next one, Gray Fox versus FLO.
Yeah.
Definitely a super style clash.
But
I feel like this one was a little easier to wrap my head around than the other one. You know what I mean? Yeah. I liked performances on both sides. FLO always comes with it. I just feel like Gray Fox was kind of taking it to the next level with the bars. Yeah. And he was matching the performance, whereas like sometimes he allows bigger performers to like take the spotlight from him,
with
where
Cody,
he sticks to his gun,
like with Cody.
He had Matt Bars, but Cody fucking his presence
100%. And
sometimes he needs to step it up there. But
I would say the same thing with Saint too, right? Like
because Saint's super high energy
but like if he was able to like
sticks to his guns,
that same level of confidence in his bars that Saint was, that battle is a lot easier to give to Gray Fox, or a lot harder to call in general.
Well, also great.
FLO?
I think he did. I think during FLO he raised it up. He didn't allow FLO to drown him out with his performance. Who's like a really fucking hard dude to battle against. For that reason, like specifically, he gets in your face and he's like, "Listen, motherfucker," and he just like he
clowns you.
He will make it hard for you to have a bigger performance than him. Garlic. And what Gray Fox did was like he let the bars speak for themselves. He performed them big, and he wasn't like He was just like the bar that I cut out when he was like, we used to watch him whip behind the glass like Cold Stone. He like turns around and everything. He's like, he's doing all the shit.
Yeah.
I think that like you're seeing an evolution in Gray Fox. In like his bars have always been there, but the performance is stepping up, and that's what it's gonna take if you're battling on that King of the Dot stage or bigger levels.
And doesn't any young artist go through a phase of developing their performance?
Yeah, well,
you know what
I mean, fuck, man,
and
I've been watching motherfuckers battle the same way for years too, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
but a lot of times, like
some people never get over their shit.
You're right.
But,
I think Flo really stepped it up in a specific way this time. He did a really rhythmatic kind of approach where he went with like kind of a particular kind of hibbit rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
Where he experimented a little bit because he felt the need to throw.
Oops.
He felt the need to throw a little more into his bag. So he tried something a little different. At the end of the day, I think Homeboy got him because he had a little bit more to prove. He's a young up and comer. His momentum kind of just had a particular kind of I have something to prove.
I don't think that was the right strategy for Gray Fox.
What?
Like be doing what he usually does.
No,
I think
not.
that basically exactly right. That there was this is what I said when we talked about the battle in advance. I said that it's a style clash, and the way that either one of these dudes are going to win this battle is by doing the thing that the other dude does better than they perceive that they do it, right? So he doesn't have to bar out better than Gray Fox, but he has to bar out in a way that lets people know that I could do this and I could do the thing that I do, right?
Yeah.
And like I think Gray Fox did more of that than FLO did, because what FLO did was do like a big FLO performance, but at no point was I like, it was damn, that bar is fucking crazy.
I agree.
Versus like when he's like the way FLO raps, the way he performs, and he's always funny, he's always clever.
It's almost silly. It's like he kind of silly rhymes, not necessarily punchlines, just almost like silly, funny.
I'm just gonna say it's a more emphasis on like the rhythm as opposed to the bars, right?
Yeah,
which I think is tight, but against Gray Fox, what he needed to do was have more bars.
Right.
And I think what Gray Fox needed to do against FLO was not allow FLO's performance to drown him out. Right. And I think that he did that.
You think the timing had a thing? Because I know.
Oh, with the Gray Fox's rounds were way longer than FLO's rounds,
which always reflect upon watching them as a dominance. Like sometimes it always has.
Sometimes
it has a weight when you watch it back. Like if you can get more out, like
it depends. It depends, because if you have a whole bunch of extra rounds of filler, then
okay,
it's just gonna
make
your material go down. But Gray Fox knew how to be consistent with it for 3.5. I'll tell you why he did that. I'll tell you why he did that.
It's a factor.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why he did that. It's because in the King of the Dot battle, Gray Fox kind of went in with it. Okay, this is 90-second rounds, while Saint came with some extra long rounds, and they didn't call time on anybody.
That's how it always is.
And
you always get screwed over, and then you screw over the next motherfucker.
But I also want to point out,
that's how I did it. That's how everyone does it.
I also got to point out. Right quick.
Should time come into more of a precursor
as long as they ain't doing unlimited. As long as they ain't doing like unlimited shit. I mean, 3 to 3.5 is like an average smack round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I let them decide, and they decided on 2 minutes. Gray Fox went decidedly over.
Yeah.
But like
knowing you wouldn't cut him off.
Well, I don't really cut anybody off. But I would if he was fucking droning on.
If he's cooking, it's
I didn't cut Incredible off, and Incredible went way over in the title match against Flex.
Right.
Difference between the two is Incredible had enough filler bars in there for me to really hone in on the fact that he was doing extra in the round length versus, like you said, Fox was consistently barring out from beginning to end of those rounds.
He was.
So even though, like, my really only indication that the time was going long was FLO telling me the time that was going long.
Yeah.
As like an audience member just watching the battle, I'm just reacting to the bars. I need to like the only way time hits you where you're like, this guy's going over is when someone says a bar that's like whatever, and you're like, how long has this fool been rapping for? But if you just keep snapping, like, I'm sure there's a point, 5 minutes where I'm gonna be, hey, oh. But like, if you keep snapping, I'm not gonna stop you. You know what I mean? And like, because I'm doing a disservice to the audience at that point.
Exactly. Fair enough. And like with that being said, I gotta point out the fact, because I like Gray Fox and my brother, like I've been following this guy's battle career like from the beginning. The shit that he had against Saint, like Gray Fox he chose on his own accord to not punch as much as he could have. Like if he really wanted to do that, be on some Saint shit and really punch every bar, every other bar, every 4 bars or whatever, he could have done that, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of took he was trying to go for a more unique, different approach. And I respect him more for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that he shouldn't have or he should have done this or that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Whatever motherfuckers try to hate on him for that battle, like trying to fucking say all this stupid ass bullshit, trying to hate on him for his performance or whatever. Like, just like you weren't even getting the fucking like final form of Gray Fox. Like, not even close, bro.
I would love to
whatever
say
you saw
this.
against Flo was more closer to that.
I would love to say.
Totally.
I would love to say
that
this.
sure.
At the end of the day, after everything I just said, I want to say this. That was Gray Fox's best performance. That was his best performance yet. I felt like it was a compromise between feeling comfortable and having your writing in check. I mean, I think it was your best yet. I will say that.
He killed it, and I think that like it was for me with Fox, it's always been an issue of performance. Like over even
the writing,
like like because like dude's always been an amazing writer,
right?
And his performances are great. But when your performances are great and you're standing next to Reverse Live, right? You know what I mean?
It don't take you that far.
Well, it's a fucking. That's what I'm saying. But now, like, I could see that he is making
He's getting comfortable.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where he becomes really dangerous.
Yes.
Because if he can continue to move that performance in the direction of like confidence and the fact that like I'm not going to let no one step on my shit.
The performance should be bigger.
The bars are already there.
The bars are enough to have a bigger performance. They deserve a big presence, and I think that's going to take you to the next level.
I definitely think that his next King of the Dot performance will be a bigger one, and because if that's if like me
have a big presence,
if me taking from like the performances, like his progression, like he's clearly progressing, and he's progressing in the right direction as far as like filling the gaps in his performance. So like I like I said, I was super impressed, and like if like he's definitely like worked himself into a position in bots where like he's moving towards that belt for sure, and he's definitely someone who I want to see in big battles. Like he's a guy who, if I'm bringing someone in, I'm going to put him against Gray Fox because we're matching the performance with the bars, and like that's what it is, bro. Like when it comes to at the end of the day, like all these dudes who are top level have all the shit. They it's like the fighting fucking scale in a video game, and they're all past 80 and everything. But then they got some of them hit 99 on performance, and you know what I mean. But they're only at 82 on bars, and some of them are like, but everyone's past fucking 80 on everything. And like now, like Fox is moving into that territory where he's like the bars have always been there, but the performance is matching, and in that, so it's like put him against more big opponents like FLO, more people that are going to test that aspect of his game,
and you need that. You need that challenge.
Honestly, like as somebody who has followed him from the very beginning, like just what he showed you so far, like he's starting to incorporate more of that in there. But like I've also seen his older PNR battles where he does incorporate more of his performance stuff, like in some of those too. So like those who want to get a better reference of his whole style overall and his whole path, just check his old PNR battles, bro.
I will say you're only as relevant as your most recent.
Well, his last one was a fucking great one.
And
it was great for FLO too. I feel like I'm not like just saying enough about FLO shit, but like I said, like FLO did what FLO does hella good. Like in this battle,
he even experimented with some new rhythmatic type shit.
I mean, he does that. He does what he like. I watched this dude battle. Like he does most of his battles in front of me, and he's definitely like the thing is, versus Ronnie, he did. Versus Ronnie, he
Yeah.
did
Oh,
step up
I think
his
he's trying
bars.
to incorporate more tricks in his bag.
I just think that he didn't maybe take Gray Fox as serious as Ronnie, or he didn't take the dude. It's crazy when you're that good, when you're on this level, like, and like I be on this level and we're fucking bots, whatever. But these dudes like FLO could be battling on the biggest stage, and so could Gray Fox.
Sure.
Like, so these guys that are that good, right? When it comes down to it, like, game plan is going to be important, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, if FLO had a more bar heavy approach, it would be a harder battle for me to call, because that would be him moving towards the area that Gray Fox occupies.
Adaptability.
And Gray Fox did that.
Yep.
He moved towards the area that FLO occupies in the performance. And so, like, in my eyes, I edged the battle to him because of that, right? When FLO battled Ronnie, he did that. He beat Ronnie.
Yeah.
And Ronnie is a big performer. And FLO, like, he was like, look, motherfucker. He did his, like, he uncled him.
Yeah.
Ronnie is
He
just
turned it up and
generally really hard to beat.
He's hella hard to beat.
Very
So,
hard
like,
to beat.
I had the utmost confidence in FLO. No, I'm good. In that instance, I was thinking, like, this is going to be a hard battle for Gray Fox. Gray Fox rose to the occasion. FLO killed it, and he did exactly what I thought he would do. But that being said, if I had to judge that battle, I'm going to edge it to Gray Fox.
That sounds like an amazing battle.
It was a great battle.
It was a great battle.
It was awesome.
Can't wait till when is it coming out? I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that, man.
No, I'll put together a release schedule on Monday, and basically the battles will drop. It'll be a week from Monday. The first one will drop. So not that Friday, but the following Friday, and then every Friday after that, a battle will drop, and they'll go up to Big K in the order that we just announced them.
Big K versus Reverse, though.
So that if you're a patron, like, you get to watch the whole card and continue to watch the whole card for, like, the entire month that the whole card isn't on YouTube, and that's the benefit of being a fucking counterproductive patron, baby.
And you can
5
watch
battles for
JD's
$5.
Be a patron. Watch that Reverse Live versus Big K.
Okay, Reverse Live versus Big K. Awesome fucking battle. I thought, man.
What'd you think?
I mean, fuck. I wish it was more than one round. That's
Same.
for damn sure.
I think but at the same time, like, if you get, I don't know, I would always, if I was in Big K's position, I'd rather do 3 rounds just to deliver to the audience. I think if you're writing a 5-minute first round, I mean, write one more fucking minute and you have three 2-minute rounds.
But I guess, I mean, hey,
No, he explained on
Happy
here.
Friday to you, big dog.
Hey, no.
Hey.
I think that, like,
he explained why he wanted to do one round instead.
I
Like,
want. So what's that? What's the reason?
It's more so like just writing like 5 minutes of material. He
It's
could
all
fit
about
more.
his
He could fit
time.
more quality
Sure.
than writing like 3 full rounds of. That would be like what 9
Yeah.
minutes.
And then figuring, and then, like, having to deal with starting and stopping
Yes.
points and shit like that. I think
Uh,
that's something that he mentioned.
And he's got a lot
Okay.
on his plate right now. He's already got a battle signed up with Madflex and that was already locked in, like, while this battle was going on. So
I'm very much looking forward to that.
yeah, I'm totally.
That's
me too.
gonna be a
That's
beast
one.
of
That's
a
one of the
battle.
ones I'm looking forward to.
So
the most.
who do you think won?
Man, I guess I'd have to edge it to K, but
Me too.
it's, like, likely because he went second. You know what I mean?
Right. And
It's
that's
like the
how
last
those
thing I heard.
one-rounders
Counts
work. That's how
sometimes.
those one-rounders
that's
work.
what I'm saying. It's unfair. But Cody killed it. I just
Cody
think
killed
K
it.
got to go
Cody
second,
killed it.
and then K killed it. So the last thing I remember was K killing it.
Yep.
It all came down to style
killed it.
preference to me.
pretty much.
Because I could totally see leaning towards Cody.
If you like that style.
Well, it's another one of those things where it's like with the Dev and the Damnit battle, where it's like K had more moments because K was punching on, like, the 1s and 2s,
little
and
slower.
Cody does a lot of, like, style setups and shit like that.
Sure.
And that stuff is the best. When you go and watch it back, that shit is the best. Honestly,
It comes across different when you watch it
that's
than when
why
you see
his
it live.
totally, and that's why his music is hella good. Is because of that shit. There's all this, like, rhythmic shit that's happening that you really don't hear in anybody else's battles. But it's a fucking battle. So when you're watching it live, the punches hit you. You know what I mean? So if one guy is punching more and then he goes second, you always end up going that way. But if you
it's hard to do.
If you go,
one
it's
versus one.
yeah, man. Because if they went 3 rounds, you know what I mean. It goes.
You need the back and
you
forth.
need the back and forth.
You really do on a philosophical level. Outside the money it takes to make one-rounders happen, and sometimes that's just,
you need a volley.
It don't grow on trees. I'll tell you that much.
sometimes that's necessary.
It just doesn't.
But there's
weed does,
but
and
like,
you can sell it for money. But
if
it's
I'm
hard,
if
bro.
I'm
It's
a
harder
big
than
enough
you
rapper as
Spots
Big
bad
K,
things league.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna deliver for my people and do it. I don't know. I would do 3 rounds.
Fuck off said K doesn't always have a third, and this is very true.
Yeah, so I mean, it's better to have one complete first rather than a non-complete third with.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Fully
And Cody
complete
always
version.
has 3 rounds. So like that, the 3-round battle definitely lended itself to Cody, taking it home
They
in the
both
later
killed
rounds.
it.
They both killed
But
it.
K was so smooth, and I think it came across a little better. I had to edge it to K to be 100%. Though fucking Reverse killed it.
Yeah. It's like unfair to judge battles that are 1 round like that. But yeah,
It's weird, right?
I'm just stoked. I got that battle on the channel,
Sure,
it's so tight. Like K was the whole time we were driving home, he was like, "That battle was fucking sick." Like he was super
it really
amped
was
on it, and like
it was a great battle.
whenever you're
which
with
is the most important thing to say about
But
it.
whenever you're with the battler and they're saying that, especially when it's like K, it's like a guy who's battled everywhere in the world.
Sure.
And it's like
solid perspective.
And he's also like, that fool will tell you if he didn't like some shit. He's got no problem being like, nah, that wasn't it. You know what I mean? But like, he was genuinely like the whole ride home, like that was fucking sick. And he was talking a lot about Cody's performance. Like he hella was like,
Cody killed
he was into it.
Don't give me your
and it has to be like a back and forth for it to be a good battle. So like the fact that he drove away, had a good time, thought it was a good battle. I really feel like Reverse got to showcase on a level he doesn't get to showcase on, or at least he will when the battle comes out on YouTube. Right. People are going to see it and be able to see like the things in him that we've all kind of seen forever. And so that's great. And then him, like K battling Madflex, and then Madflex and Cody battling each other is just like a great.
Is that the next title?
That's the next title match in January. So like,
who is it?
Reverse Live versus Madflex. So that's like it's all like full circle. We got to
the
see
rematches.
Both of them versus each
Holy
other.
shit.
I
battled Madflex and our fucking footage got fucking erased.
Yeah,
that happened.
By Observe.
All right, let's do bar pong, man.
Let's do that.
Hold on, we can't talk about his battle real quick though.
Huh?
Because since he's here,
our battles. The tryouts. They're
all
already
free
on
they're all free
and
yeah.
on
Everybody
YouTube.
can watch those shit.
You don't want to reflect on your battle with Robo?
Remember when we battled?
Yeah. And then the footage got
we battled
lost,
in Portland and the
That's
fucking
right.
footage got massacred.
Yeah.
How much of that bottle?
No,
did
no,
you
it's
get?
on,
Let me
right?
see it.
I owe you another bottle.
Don't give.
It's Grind Time Northwest is where
Saw
these
you,
guys
right?
battle.
Yeah, good old Grand Time
This guy.
Northwest up at
I
the
fucked
Satiric
up
Con.
This guy. He brought me a bottle as a gift, and then he fucking drank that much. of it.
I owe you another bottle. bro.
Pariah, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
All right, let's go bar pong. Let's go bar
Keeping it
pong.
classy.
Give me a phrase. Oh,
In an alternate
EK.
universe.
EK magically freestyled all 3 rounds against Robo.
In an alternate universe, there's a me that had all 3 rounds and fucking dog walked him, but that universe is where all the boring shit happens.
I knew I should have got two bottles.
I don't need a bottle. I'm just fucking with you because you're shithouse, and I'm actually impressed. I can't believe you drank that much of that.
Yeah, that ain't no
bar
regular
pong, bar
whiskey
pong, bar
bottle.
pong.
Let's
We got a
go.
bar pong phrase.
Bar pong.
Hey, watch all the battles
Armstrong.
from the. We've already been here an hour.
Lance
and a half, that's why
Armstrong.
I don't-
Fart bomb.
We'll do a. We gotta.
start yet, asshole.
We gotta go.
I
We're
got
gonna.
a whale dad and a shark mom.
We'll do a full recap on Monday or something to that effect. Okay. Dude, we're just getting a bunch of bands, but I'm not mad. Led Zeppelin.
Actually, I'll give you that. Yeah,
Clockwork Orange. Correspondence. Come on.
You get none of these.
Grade A scarf, Keanu Reeves.
Well, tell me when you like. Naked Knife Fight.
Which one?
Naked knife fight is a
Vindictive.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's
What is
not
that
four.
then?
Knife fight it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Naked knife fight.
Naked knife fight. Naked
we
knife fight. I'm gonna go ahead and start this off.
I want us around Limp Biscuit with Vindictive.
I just played with 9 dykes.
wait. Who's
Pariah's
going first?
Pariah's going first, and then it'll go to me. All right. Naked knife fight. My mother-in-law's in the kitchen baking nice pies.
I live in such a bicycle-friendly city. I might get a Corvette if I trade a nice bike.
Nice.
I opened a barber
Hold
shop.
on, man. It's my turn, motherfucker.
It goes in a
Sit
circle,
the fuck
man.
down. Let
Come
me
on.
cook.
I understand.
Let's go.
that.
Sit the fuck down and let me cook.
We don't just jump. It goes in a circle.
That's gonna be my bad.
Let's go.
Let me fucking cook with my Asian fried rice.
Let's go, baby.
Ah!
Ooh, it's
Asian fried rice, bitches.
rice, bitch. That's great. All right, now you go, Pariah.
I got Caucasian-sized thighs.
That's right. It's like that works. Okay. You know what I really like while I'm on vacation?
What's that?
The taste of Mai Tais.
Yeah. I go on vacation after my 3 occupations. What was the word again?
Naked knife
Naked knife fight.
Naked knife fight.
What are your 3 occupations?
Oh, cheese grater, spy mime.
Oh my god!
He didn't even think of that until the moment that he knew it was naked knife fight. Fire. Go ahead.
You know what else is good to get on vacation?
What?
Cajun fries, right?
Yeah. Cajun fries, right? Go ahead, Tantrum.
Hey yo, I'm Tantrum.
No, you're not, sucker.
I'm sorry.
Hey yo, I can't connect to all this Blasian Wi-Fi.
Blasian Wi-Fi. Is that the password for the Wi-Fi? Is Blasian, or that's the name of the network? He's like, I don't know what's the password for this Blasian Wi-Fi?
It's Blasian Wi-Fi.
I get that. That works.
I'm raping.
No,
Whoa,
nine guys.
whoa, buddy.
I'm
Whoa,
raping 9
bro.
guys.
Save it. God damn it! You gotta go again. I'm gonna take your mother on a date to Five Guys.
You fucking bitch.
Did you know where you're gonna say
I
Five
was gonna
Guys?
say Five Guys.
I never watched the whole movie Midsummer, but I watched a clip where there was a pubic hair and steak inside pies.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's fucking disturbing.
Steak inside pies. That works. All right, go ahead, Tantrum.
Yo. Wait, what'd you say?
He said steak
Steak
inside pies.
Oh, steak inside pies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else? Like for Asians, what we consider steak?
What?
Cats. That's why we're always taking 9 lives.
Oh! God damn. That was fucking tight.
Hey yo, I like to put a bunch of colors together and start creating tie-dye.
Nice.
Fucking hippie. Fucking a hippie.
He's got it. All right.
That's what we do, son.
Okay. I didn't feel like there was enough cholesterol on my hamburger, so I bacon fried mine.
Yeah. Yo, when I'm on the salmon boat, that's when my sailor vibe shines.
This guy shines on the boat like it's laser light time.
I'll show up to this dude's restaurant and be like, give me some bacon fried rice.
I already
Okay,
said
fried rice on the board.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
No, that's fine. He didn't say bacon fried rice, so bacon and fried rice on the board. All right.
Show up to the bar. They start making Mai Tais.
Okay, here, I'm gonna put one on the board too. If you put on the right kind of music, I start shaking my thighs on the board.
He does.
I like my chicken fried in a soy sauce and sugar marinade. But if there's the correct truck outside my apartment, the Jamaican type spice.
Okay. Jerk chicken is what they call that.
Yes, it's delicious.
Jamaican type spice. Naked knife fight, Jamaican type spice. Beautiful.
I'm a gentle plumber that's all about fucking your wife. I lay some nice pipe.
Fire.
Hey yo, you stacking at me? You stepping at me? You gonna have to Asian knife fight.
All of those words are on the board. Yeah. Knife fight is the word. We've certainly said Asian 10 times.
Man, you were.
But no, you survived on some.
You could have shut the fuck up in the first 5 minutes, and now you can't fucking say anything.
And on some mega resource gang, he somehow pulled that off. And I actually like had a good ass one, and I forgot it because that was so absurd. But it's like that was like carbs dabs fast almost. All right. Oh, okay.
I want to shave your eyes twice.
Fire. Okay, there you go. Redemption. Shaved eyes twice. Again, you should have saved that because the last time you popped out too. All right. If the Bible, or if they made like a new version of Passion of Christ, but just like, remember that Romeo and Juliet movie where it's like set in modern times?
Yeah, it was a bit much.
If they made that like, but it was Passion of Christ, Jesus would be like, "Am I forsaken, my guy?" Instead of "Why have you forsaken me?"
Yeah, man.
Hey yo,
You've
like
all
Hey, let him go, man. It's not your turn yet.
God, how are you doing this? It's amazing.
That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this blockbuster movie about a plagiarized Christ.
Nice.
Yes.
Add-on. Plagiarized Christ. Naked knife fight.
Plagiarized Christ? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Naked knife fight is so good.
A naked knife fight. That's what I would like to see between the gayest 5 dykes.
Nice.
In Frisco.
Nice. Nice. That all works. And they're like,
hey, yo.
It's like a double negative or positive because you said they're gay and dykes.
I'm not gay, but I'll be raping 5 guys.
Pause. 5 guys is already on the board.
So on the board, man.
Hey, yo.
I
You're
feel
just repeating
like
all the shit he said. You should have not drank that much out of the bottle, bro. You should have saved some for this guy.
It's cool. That'll run me a while. All right, my turn.
I'll be bribing for like Asian lifetimes.
Asian, man. No, get the fuck out of here, man. You're fucking disqualified.
Asian lifetimes are hella long.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you are disqualified because Asian was on the board.
Like 5 fucking times.
The last time you said Asian knife fight, Asian was on the board. So because Asian and knife fight, like
I'll rape your wife twice.
You already said rape like 5 times too, motherfucker.
But like that would have even flew.
Who mans is this, bro?
All right, okay.
Hey, yo, get your mans.
It's
okay?
It's my turn. It's my turn.
I'll be shaving 5 mice.
You're out, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
It's always 5, dude. I'll hit the start streaming button and be like, "Hey, we're live, guys."
Whoa. Yeah.
Guys on the board for
you
sure.
Got when I was a waiter, I went up to this table. There's a couple. I emptied a bucket full of rats on the table, and I said, "What? You don't have the taste for live mice?"
You don't have the taste for live mice.
I shouldn't have ordered it, stupid.
And at that same restaurant, he had a very brightly colored glass of water with a little bit of fruit in it, and it was bright. So I stole it just so I could take his limelight.
Oh,
Super fucking forced as
that
fuck.
was hella bad.
Don't cheer for that. That was fucking horrible.
No, that's what we do.
It's good because it's horrible.
You ain't got no taste, so why fight?
We're just ignoring you from now on, bro. Never gonna get an invite to the show now because of you.
Damn it.
I developed a healthy fear of darkness. Because when I got in trouble, my mother would take my nightlight.
Wow. Most of my best decisions remain in hindsight.
Oh, see, that's hella good. That's a really good
You're already out.
That's a really good one, Pariah, though. Go ahead. Go ahead, DK.
When I went to Antarctica, I had a flashlight and a joint. That was a glacial highlight.
Wow.
Oh,
Dope. Pariah, you need to stop fucking cutting us off. We had to fucking eliminate this guy twice. It's my boy, though, man. It's my brother.
One time I went to the doctor's office, but I couldn't afford to pay for the appointment.
Wow.
So I just left with some magazines. I'd take some highlights.
Wow. Those were fire. Goofus and Gallon is what it's all about, bro. That's all I read that shit for.
Wow.
Yo, even as a young angry Hawaiian reading highlights, I looked at Goofus like he's cool. But I looked at Gallant like I hate this white's life.
And speaking of all the steaks in the bakeries,
yep.
I actually would like to make a pie thrice.
That's three
times.
That's 3 times. Not twice. Not 5 times, but thrice. 3 times.
Okay.
New term. New term.
New term. Should we do a new term?
New term.
Should we do a new term already?
We need a new term.
Hold on, we're not done yet. All right, I'm out. Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead. I was gonna say guys and mice and all these things that we just.
I would take it home and watch it on TV, except for the whole thing with the cable guy strike.
Nice. Tantrum.
I said cats earlier with the steaks, but I gotta admit we also ate some blind mice.
Nice. Mice on the board.
Oh, was it?
No, it's fine. We said mice. We just completely different context.
How long have we been going at it?
Should
we do a new term?
I went home, got afraid.
Of what?
And shamed myself twice.
Nope. Doesn't even work. Doesn't even work.
Yo, but you could just be a masochist, because that way the shame is quite nice.
Nice.
Fuck shame, man. It's all
Fuck
about
shame.
fuck shame. It's all about great Hawaiian pride.
Nice. Naked knife fight, great
Fuck
Hawaiian
the telescope.
pride.
Blow
I like
stupid
it.
fucking bullshit.
I like it.
Fuck the telescope.
EK, you got anything?
Yo,
you just rhyming different stuff now?
Yeah.
Yo,
this guy is incredible.
Yo, if the telescope gets built, hopefully by then I'll have a drone army for an aerial wide strike.
Naked knife fight, aerial wide. Nope.
But I will follow up with this. Once you do bomb the telescope, I bet it'll blaze the skyline.
Nice. Tantrum wins, ladies and gentlemen.
Or blaze the night sky, whatever.
Tantrum wins. Oh, look at Sunday Venom. Date with my wife right off the bat. We got to go way back.
It's good. It's good to clash with my cousin right here, man.
Yeah,
We didn't get to do it at Scribble, so we did it here.
We did it
so
here.
So it was me and him then in the finals of bar pong, and
Yep.
we were
taking my time.
This is better than RBE closure.
Yeah.
Man, I
actually am stoked on any RBE.
Take
closure.
a night hike. Thesaurus said,
I'm
nice.
Take a night hike.
Asian lifetimes.
Tape of highlights. Thesaurus has got all the good ones in here.
Naked wife night.
Naked wife night. Famous white guys.
That's all. That's you, man. You're a famous white guy.
Hey. All right, cool. That was good. All right, we've almost been on
Date
for 2
with
hours.
my wife,
We're fucking done with you.
Wait, so
turds.
like who got that? Who got
you
that?
won,
Y'all?
Tantrum.
I got-
you won.
All right.
Tantrum wins, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit!
God
Am
damn.
I the first to dethrone you?
No, I don't think I've won yet. I'm just.
I thought you won all of them.
No.
I just beat people. Everyone. I just beat people.
Who
everyone.
wins a lot? Who wins a lot? These days, Caustic wins anytime there's money on the line.
Yeah.
Like a dick.
That's dope. Hey man, get it, man. Get it.
I always lose. I almost never win. I think I've won like.
I don't think you try your hardest. Ever,
I quit all the time. Yeah, I suck.
Like even in the first bots rumble, you were just there to have. You weren't even trying really that hard. and the funniest shit was in the third round. Like half of these MCs jumped, like lyrically jumped you.
No, I know. It's so
that
funny.
shit was so funny.
I didn't think for some reason I was like, oh, we're all gonna go at Peanut. I was like,
and they kind of did though.
No, they kind of did, but it was like
it
was hella stupid of me to think
it wouldn't happen to you.
that I wouldn't happen to me. It's like
Yeah.
I booked all these dudes. Like, of course they're gonna do this shit to me.
That was the most hilarious shit ever, man.
Oh, it's so fucking
like
funny.
that was the most fun I've had at a battle in
How
a
many
long
episodes
time.
left, Dan? How many
Oh,
episodes
Swaggy Man
left?
wins. Oh, okay,
Swaggy Man.
7, I think. I don't know. I don't know if we count the big K
Can
one.
I ask why you're entering it?
Cause I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of everybody. I want to be left
Facts.
alone.
Facts.
I want
Same
everyone
here.
to leave me alone for at least a year.
I'll start student housing.
Like it's cause he's doing this so he can focus more on just putting on battles every month. Like he said, he'd been wanting to do it for a long
battles
time.
and the Death Dealer stuff is what I want to focus on. But
That too, yeah.
I just want to take a break for a little while.
Shouts out to features on the third.
do different stuff.
Hey,
I don't wanna
congratulations to Dan moving on to better.
Nice.
Hey, but
It ain't like that, man. I wish it was like. I
but
wish.
projects that your heart is in, right?
Yeah, man. It's not like my heart ain't in this. I just can't. I don't want to be doing the same shit I've been doing for fucking the
7
last 10 years for
It's
the next
time
10
for
years.
change. Always time for change.
Yeah, man. And I'm not saying I'll never do a podcast again, but I'll tell you what, it ain't gonna be the Dirtbag Dan show ever again, and it ain't gonna be like this. It ain't gonna be this format. It ain't gonna be fucking bar pong. It ain't gonna be freestyling.
We're gonna
it ain't
have
gonna be,
skits.
This is it, baby. We're done with
guys
this
hear
shit.
that? So there's
we're
a
gonna
big-
have to do new shit.
There's gonna be a
Please
big
enjoy
void
it while it happens.
There's
and
gonna be
while
a
it's
big
happening,
big
you
void now in the
scumbags.
Bay Area podcast scene. There's gonna be a
Yep.
big void now. clue, hint. You could watch Murderverse Radio also.
But yeah,
I totally agree, man. And
we had Dan on there
So
one
if there's
time.
no
It'll
Dirtbag
be
Dan show,
tight.
Does that mean I'm gonna have to start doing What Dog episodes again?
Yeah,
Yes,
baby.
do that.
What
Oh,
dog? What
return of
dog?
we
What
need to
Dog
have
Let
you on
Go.
our shit,
We're
too.
back again, fucking 2019, baby.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I don't know exactly like how I'm gonna appropriately fill my time because I don't want to make less content.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that to be the thing. I don't want it to be like I'm making less content. I just want to make more focused content, and I want to have some of my own life back, and I would like to be able to really enjoy the time that I get to spend with people on camera, as opposed to it being like just this fucking thing that I do once a week, every week for fucking years upon years upon years. So like if I could get to a point where I like later I'm like comfortable and I want to do a podcast again, then I will. But or like when I get to do Ruin Your Day, or if I come do a Murderverse, like it'll be hella cool because fools won't have heard from me in like 2 months or 3 months or 6 months. It'll be like,
They'll
oh
miss you.
damn, exactly.
Supply and demand, right?
I just want to control and have a more controlled experience on fucking the internet and with my content than I've had over the last whatever years. I want to do something different, and I want a little of my fucking life back, man. I want to just.
Speaking of which, we should probably have our own YouTube channel to put our videos on too, huh? Because like,
yeah, but I'm not removing any of that content from the channel
because I know it doesn't match with the rest of your battle shit.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like it just like so. This is the thing. I changed the name of the channel to BOTZ Battles.
Yeah.
Always going to be playlists that say music videos.
Okay.
There are always going to be music videos in that playlist. Always going to say Dirtbag Dan Show, and people can go back and watch any episode of the Dirtbag Dan Show. All of the content that is on the channel now is going to stay on the channel, but all of the content that's going to come out from that point forward is going to be battle-related content. That way, anybody who comes to the channel to watch a battle, they're going to get bounced to another battle. They're going to get bounced to another battle instead of like going from a death dealer shit to a battle to fucking bar pong and being like, what the fuck is on this fucking channel?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And that I think there's going to be people who are like, oh, this video, check out this video. Like if they want to fucking, search it, it's always going to be there. Or if they go into the playlist and they're going to be like, oh, I want to see the music videos from the battlers on this channel. And if other battlers from the channel are like, hey, I got a music video, I want you to put it out, I'll put it out. Why the fuck wouldn't I?
And
you know what I mean?
Wouldn't that all go on like this
Hey,
in
yo.
the future? Wouldn't that all go on like, say,
Hey, me and
Sleepwalk
Tantrum.
Nah, the only thing that's going on the Sleepwalk Syndicate channel is fucking Death Dealer shit, Edgy Quan, SM,
Yeah, just
fucking
your guys'
Hey,
music
hey,
shit.
yo,
a very distinct fucking
I would love
kind of music.
Me and Tantrum would love to fuck with you in reverse, bro.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I plan to do music with everybody. I'm just separating
yeah.
the shit that we do as far as the battle shit from the music shit, and I'm keeping all of the music shit that is in this one kind of vein, that like this kind of pocket that we're existing in right now. I'm putting it all together for the same reason, so that if you go to the Sleepwalk Syndicate page and you watch a Death Dealer video, then it hops to an Edgy Quan video, or like Saturdays like Gold Shards with SM, you know what I mean? It's all related content. The videos look the same, the songs sound the same. It's not a battle, then bar pong, then a video game stream, then you know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to create some cohesion in the content that comes in the future. And honestly, like I'm way past the point where like I care what anybody else thinks about it. It's just what I'm fucking doing. Of
course.
Like
Hey, but that's the best place to be. When you exist from that place, I think you exist from a place of authenticness, and I think that's the most organic you can be.
I thought about it a lot.
That's your roots. I think you're gonna be successful.
I did not think about it a lot. I thought about it a lot, and
that's where all music should be made from. That's where all art should be made from. Should be made from an artist saying, "I'm gonna do it." That's it.
We're just gonna do some different shit, and if you guys rock with me, great. If you don't, then fucking I still got I got the most love for you guys for rocking with me for as long as you did, and it's like I'm not gonna blame you for not wanting to watch something that's different than what you got into this shit for. But if you're here for the battles, and if you're here for the music from the battlers, and if you're here for like the music that we've been doing lately, like that shit's still gonna exist and still gonna be here. Just this is fucking done November 25th.
Jetpack Johnson said Pariah looked like reverse pretending to be Mosh.
That's all funny.
Wow, that's fire.
That's fire for sure.
That
I look like Ryan's older brother. I'm gonna stick with that, bro.
Yeah.
I was the first cat to be rocking
honestly,
this jean vest and shaving my head black.
I do really appreciate those of you guys who are like both like enthusiastic and like supportive of the change, and like and those of you that are like, that sucks, I'm gonna miss the show. Like I appreciate all of it because it means a lot to me. Honestly, like having done this for so long, you lose sight of like how much it means to any individual person outside of like yourself. You're just like in a cycle of doing shit. So like hear that the show means a lot to people, means a lot to me. So like I'm not bummed or I'm not like when I see people are like, oh, this sucks, I'm not like upset at that. Honestly, it's like it's fucking heartwarming. And when I see people are like, I'm gonna rock with you, and I I'm excited to see what comes next. Like that means a lot to me too. I'm taking it all in and I'm enjoying all of it right now. Honestly,
I definitely want to say thank you to Dirt for doing the music video, for premiering it on the show, and for all the help that he's lended to not just myself but many other up and coming MCs. And I think he's made a beautiful impact on the scene in terms of developing young artists and shit. And I think that's to be taken to heart from everybody who ever tuned into this show. So much love to all of y'all, and I appreciate.
We see all y'all. A plus, bad news.
Every single one of
Sunday,
you motherfuckers.
Venom,
That's the
Manju.
That's the one thing that I'm gonna miss about the show. It's like you can choose to like. There's just so much fucking like input coming at you on the comment section, and sometimes something comes up and you're just like. Yeah, Sunday Venom. Yeah, Mandrew. Yeah, Bandar.
You're right.
You're right. I'm gonna miss
right
that.
on point, guys.
Yeah.
Right on.
And from what I understand, this dirtbag dance is going to continue just in another medium.
Yeah.
We'll still do bar pong. We'll still do the live events via Patreon, and we'll still do the commentary through those live events, and in that way you'll get to see a similar form of this shit, but it's just going to be like packaged with the battles so that it's not confusing and in some kind of uniform instead of just this clusterfuck of media that I've been throwing at the world for a half a decade now or whatever. But it's been a good time. It was a fucking good time tonight.
Yep.
Shouts out to Pariah and Tantrum and EK for coming through.
Shouts to you guys for having us.
Thank you for having us
so
much. To the viewers and to Dan, it means a lot to me.
Yep.
And Tantrum, we just put out this new album just to.
Thanks for the bottle.
To do one, of course, my friend, of course. Just to put out one more shameless plug, if you don't mind, Dan.
Yes, no, Exit Wounds is out right now on all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put a link in the video description, and the video, Double Edged Sword, is going to be public like right now. As soon as I stop this stream, I'm going to go into the video manager. I'm going to make it public. Yeah. I'll actually premiere it too so that you guys could get together in the chat again and fucking chat it out. Yeah. And then we will... if you guys haven't seen the Villain video, check that out too. They're both up now.
Both fire.
Double-edged sword, some of the funnest AMV work.
It's a 10-track
ever.
album, y'all. It's a 10-track album. If you want to hear it, you can find it. Please, Tantrum and Pariah, Exit Wounds.
Sunday Venom, we're doing tryouts every month, so we're going to set up some tryouts for November. I'll have a date probably by the end of next week, so just keep an eye out, and if you want to come out in November, do tryouts, fire. If not, the next tryouts after November.
Last tryouts were fire.
Yeah, they were. They were amazing. The next ones after November will likely be in February, because we're not going to do an event in December, and then January is going to be the Big Bots event. So we'll do which is Mad Flex versus Reverse Live, and then in February we'll be back with the tryouts for motherfucking bots, baby. Okay, love you guys. We're out of here. This has been the Dirtbag Dan Show.
You raggedy bitch.
You raggedy bitches. Shouts out to Ryan and UBR. Shouts out to No Shame. All you guys have a great performance.
Much love, y'all. Thank you.
Kill that shit, Ryan.